Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I'll never back down from a fight.
Apparently, Tiff is now our intro.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Season 6 finale. WrestleMania 34.
Booyah!
Fantasy log.
The showcase of the immortals, the granddad of them all.
Shirt is 15 years out of date.
It's the only WrestleMania shirt I have.
Haha.
Still WrestleMania, so it counts.
Fair. Anyway. That was 15 years ago. Man, you're old. Anyway. I'm just saying. I was 15 years old at the time that happened. He was working at a stadium. All I'm saying.
Damn right.
Anywho, let us go ahead and so we're gonna this is our so at the end of this we will know what
Jim, you're not plugged in, are you?
of course, being a pay-per-view video, there will not be any news or anything else. We're just gonna go through the pay-per-view.
Jim.
Yep.
Jim, no one can understand a word you're saying.
Because you seem to be lagging.
You're glitching out all over the place. Go plug yourself in. And he's completely frozen. That's wonderful.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Did you plug yourself in?
Yes.
Good job. Good boy.
Okay.
So, now go downstairs and get a doggy treat.
And get a cookie. Get to the
No.
gym. You need to go get a cookie.
Now, completely repeat yourself, because no one understood a word you said.
I said this is our Season 6 finale, and there will be no news because it is a pay-per-view video, so we're just going to go through the pay-per-view score, and by the end of this thing, we'll know who won.
Indeed.
If you want to see news, come on, join us this Saturday. We'll be having a number of things going on, including our Season 7 draft, of course, and then our opening video for Season 7.
Actually, that's not completely true.
And then on Friday night, you guys have your news segment.
Yep, and we'll be doing the draft beforehand. But that's not entirely true. There's going to be a tiny bit of news at the very end having to do with the main event, WrestleMania as a whole, and the main event, because, yeah.
Okay.
There's some things that have come out, some of it rumors, some of it not. And it's all about WrestleMania, so it is probably better to mention it here than wait another day and mention it on a completely different show.
Okay. I'm not going to argue.
But that's after we're done with everything.
It is. Okay. So we're going to kick this thing right off. First of all, let's check in with the scores. Let me fire up the screen share. Oh, by the way, with me as always are Jeff and Tiff, by the way. So, should probably introduce you guys.
Hi. Otherwise, this is just the gym show.
I got distracted by bad audio. I apologize.
Fair.
Just by about 19 points.
All right. So, as we can see here from the document, currently in the lead at a score of 73-52 is the Balor Club Worldwide. In second place at 73-33 is the Blissful Riot of Justice. And in not winning tonight is me at 55-62.
I don't know. You got the majority of WrestleMania, dude.
We'll see.
Or although I don't think you have 2,000 points, but you're gonna get a lot closer.
Probably, but we'll see.
In the shocking turn of events, Jim got at least half of WrestleMania on him alone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Couple of belts.
Couple of belts, most of the wins.
We'll see. Let's
You
go through
got
it.
the SmackDown tag team, got the Intercontinental, you got the...
He has the Bludgeon Brothers? I thought you had the Bludgeon Brothers.
No, I have the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Yeah, because I won the IC and the Raw tag, and I retained. I have all the Raw titles right now. It's
You mean the
amazing.
SmackDown tag? You don't have Braun, do you?
I have Braun Strowman.
You're right,
so
SmackDown tag. Sorry, you're right, SmackDown tag.
Fair.
So I have the 2 main titles on Raw, the men's titles, and I have the SmackDown tag titles
And the Battle Royal.
and the Battle Royal.
Oh, and the women's
And
the
the
women's Raw
Women's
champion.
Championship. Because you have Nia Jax, my friend.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Oh, hey, I do. Okay, fair enough. So like I was saying, I have all the Raw belts
You don't
minus
even
the
know
tag
your own
titles.
roster.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you have all the Raw belts minus the tag titles. Yes, you do.
I hereby draft Nicholas.
He's no longer a champion.
I
Your
know.
draft is invalid.
Sad face.
Nicholas
Anyway.
who?
Oh, that is another piece of news I'm going to drop too, because I found out who Nicholas is.
Okay, we'll get to that. Yeah, Tiff, you're going to hear about this. We'll get there. Meanwhile, let's check out the pre-WrestleMania leaderboards. Right up at the top at an even 600 points is the monster among men, Braun Strowman. Followed by the WWE Champion AJ Styles at 594. Seth freaking Rollins clocking in at 576. Followed by Cedric Alexander at 560. Finn Balor at 529. Asuka at 496. Roman Reigns 477. John Cena at 460. Shinsuke Nakamura at 449. And Sami Zayn at 424.
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn. All right. Let's throw these guys in order and let's do this. Let me close extra windows that I don't need. Leave that just in case. All right. So, I really don't need all of this crap. I can close all this crap out. Close that out. All right. Let me go on over here. Okay. Oh, excuse me. All right. Shoo. WrestleMania, of course, was taking place at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. And we open up the kickoff show. Our pre-show panel was Renee Young, joined by JBL, Booker T, and David Otunga. I feel like there's a note here that a fan dressed as Hillbilly Jim is behind the pre-show panel, double fisting beers. Anyway, we open up our number one. We open up seeing John Cena sitting in the crowd, taking pictures with fans. He did come to WrestleMania as a fan, as he promised.
Ba 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 ba.
Yes, I'm not going to give John Cena points for that. I'm only going to give him points for the instances in which they went out and actually interviewed him in the crowd.
Are you going to give him points for running backstage up the ramp?
No.
Okay, good.
Okay. That's not John Cena. That's John Mima.
Is that what they're calling him?
No, that's what I'm calling him.
Okay, fair.
I just made that up. So, we open up our pre-show with the 5th annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
No, we open up the pre-show with the deletion of Tiff. Look at the chat.
I can't see the chat. Where's the chat? What, you mean the call?
Yeah.
Yes, I see she has vanished.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
She has been deleted.
Delete.
She has returned from the lake of reincarnation. Hopefully.
Oh. Tiff, have you returned from the lake of reincarnation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only because I don't know. Could have been my computer. I was trying to fix something.
Well, don't do that.
Sister Tiff has returned.
Why not?
Because it makes you leave the call.
Okay.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Welcome back to the call, Sister Lynn.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm here.
Run.
Okay. So back over to this. We will open up with the 5th annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which is being specially called by good old JR Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler.
They pulled them in for that?
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And for some reason, they are joined by Byron Saxton.
I feel sorry for King and JR on multiple levels.
Yeah, well.
That's complete shit. I'm sorry. It's horse shit.
Mm-hmm.
You don't call them in, number one, for a pre-show match, number two, for a battle royal that no one gives a shit about, and number three, you don't saddle them with Byron Saxton.
Well.
That's 3 strikes. WWE's out. They have failed epically.
Okay. I kind of understand Byron Saxton because they probably weren't. To be fair, King had a stroke like 3 days before the event.
No, that I didn't know.
Yeah, apparently King had a stroke. He was okay. I mean, he was calling the event. He sounded okay. But they were probably a little concerned of him being able to keep up, so they probably put Byron there just in case, take a little load off him, which I understand.
It's fine, but they could have given him someone else.
They could have, but
Corey Graves.
Corey Graves had way more important shit to do tonight.
Oh, or, I don't know, Mauro Ranallo?
Yeah, they could have done that, but that would have put him in the same building with JBL. So
JBL was there?
JBL was on the pre-show panel.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, how about, I forget his name, the British dude.
Yeah, they could have used him.
Keep forgetting his name because I don't watch NXT.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. It's Nigel McGuinness, by the way.
Yeah, Nigel McGuinness. Put him in there.
Yeah, okay. Anywho. So this battle royal goes by fairly quickly. The statue is at ringside. Guys start getting chucked out of the ring. Some of them by twos. Kane starts throwing out 2 dudes at a time. Corbin's chucking dudes out. I'm not going to go through the whole damn thing. But basically, we get down to the last few guys. And we get down to a moment of Dolph Ziggler eliminates Titus and Goldust real quick to get the last of the riffraff out of the match. And he after this, we're down to the last few dudes, and Woken Matt Hardy and Ty Dillinger come face to face in the ring. Did you see this? I'm thinking by your reaction to the commentary, you did not see this match, Jeff.
No, I didn't see the pre-show.
Okay, I caught this match. I came in the middle of this match. So Matt Hardy runs into Ty Dillinger in the middle of the ring,
Mm-hmm.
and audibly on the arena mics,
Mm-hmm.
proceeds to look at his eyes, with that broken look, and go, "Who are you?" And Ty Dillinger just put his hands up and go, 10. And then Matt Hardy went, delete, 10, delete, 10, delete, 10, delete.
Nice.
And Matt Hardy then deleted by punching Ty in the face and throwing him out.
Okay, then.
Sorry, Ty Dillinger, you are a jobber.
He is the 10 of jobbers.
He is the 10 of jobbers. Anyway, so then Kane attacks Matt, but then eats a super kick from Ziggler. He then throws Ziggler out of the match. Corbin then throws Kane out of the match. The last 3 in the match were Baron Corbin, Woken Matt Hardy, and Mojo Rawley. So 2 former winners and Matt Hardy. So the 2 former winners look at each other and decide that they're going to team up and throw out Matt Hardy so that there can be the first ever second-time winner of this match this year, regardless of which of them wins. However, as they lead up to begin throwing double team punches at Matt Hardy, the lights go out. The lights come back to reveal Bray Wyatt in the ring.
Woken Wyatt.
Kind of. Anyway, Bray Wyatt proceeds to attack the other 2 gentlemen and assist Matt Hardy to even the numbers game. And Bray Wyatt assists Matt with eliminating Mojo. Then Corbin drops Matt and Wyatt down, and he tries to attack Matt, but Matt fights him off, and he ends up running into Bray Wyatt off a distraction, which allows Matt to then throw Baron Corbin out of the ring. There's a momentary pause as Matt and Bray kind of look at each other for a second, and then somebody at ringside goes, "Wait a minute, Bray wasn't in the match. Matt wins. Ring the bell. Ring the bell." And so the bell rings, and Woken Matt Hardy is declared the winner because Bray wasn't officially in the match.
And they do a fucking awesome pose.
They do an awesome pose. That's their new pose. It is also worth noting, by the way, that this Battle Royal was one man short because it was supposed to contain Elias, but he couldn't be bothered to show up, apparently.
Is that why they fed him to Cena later?
Probably. That's probably why he wasn't in the Battle Royal, because they wanted to save him for Cena later as a surprise.
Why wasn't he in it?
We don't know. He was listed with the people that were supposed to be in the match, but then wasn't there. But he appears later in the pay-per-view, which may be why he wasn't in the Battle Royal.
I would also like to point out, I was thinking about while you were recapping the match, they missed a huge opportunity here.
Okay.
They needed someone to help out with King and his stroke, right? Because they were afraid King wasn't going to keep up. Why didn't they just put John Cena on commentary for the pre-show?
Because he was attending as a fan.
I know, but they could have put him there, and then, like, after his commentary duties, then they're like, okay, well, go be with the fans because you ain't got shit to do. You're officially off the clock.
They could have done that. That would have been
Because then King and JR could have built up the fact with John Cena, the fact that Taker hasn't been answering stuff. Like, come on, if you want to build up a Taker match, who better than JR and King?
That's true.
They missed a huge opportunity. Have Cena come out and have him be in whatever he was wearing in the crowd. You know, that gray T-shirt and the shorts and just regular sneakers instead of his ring gear.
Yeah.
Build up the fact that, yeah, he is here just as a fan, and he's like, I know, he'd be like, I'm doing this as a favor to the company or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they could have him walk out to the table, and they could even do it this way: have like maybe, I don't know, JR himself or like a rep for someone like go over to Cena in the crowd and be like, hey, we need a little bit of help, and you're kind of out here. Would you mind? And Cena would be like, okay, and then hop the barricade and like bring his ticket with him.
Yeah, that could work.
Huge opportunity. They completely whiffed.
Fair. All right, so we got to go through 29 dudes here.
Have fun.
Yeah. So I'm going to go straight up down the list here in no particular order, except that I'm going to end with Matt for obvious reasons. So that aside, we're just going to go, and these are not necessarily in elimination order. These are just the dudes that were in the match.
Fair.
All right. So, base for this, by the way, it's 8 points for being on a pay-per-view. This will be considered a specialty match, so that would add another 3, is 11. That's about it.
That's
So,
the
yeah,
base.
base of 11. Okay. So, we're starting off with Goldust.
How many points do I get?
Goldust had a great moment, by the way, where he had Dolph Ziggler in one corner, and I don't remember who the hell in the other corner, and he proceeded to run both corners and hit 2 Shattered Dreams.
He actually used them?
Well, he used one. Ziggler dodged it as it was coming at him and used Goldust and momentum to throw him out of the match, but...
Oh.
But he hit one.
He hit 2.
Well, I said he set up for 2. He hit 1.
Oh, okay.
He tried to hit one on Ziggler, but Ziggler was too fast, and he used Goldust and momentum and just threw him over the rope.
Fair.
But he did.
So,
I want to say
Shattered Dreams now unbanned?
I don't know. I want to say it was Ty Dillinger, but I'm not positive.
Fair. Fuck you, Ziggler.
Yeah, well, it's Ziggler. Anyway. So Goldust will get the base 11. He'll get 1 point for the Shattered Dreams that he successfully hit is 12. And 1 elimination is 15 points Goldust.
Who do you eliminate?
I don't know. I don't have that list in front of me.
Oh, okay, fair.
I want to say it was R-Truth.
That's right. It was R-Truth. I remember reading that.
All right, so 15 points Goldust. That's 88. It's 193. All right.
Also, Jim, just to let you know, if Tiff doesn't speak, it's because Hangouts is fucking her up over there.
Good to know.
Yeah, it's all glitching and like lagging her and shit.
Weird.
Yeah. It's Hangouts.
Yep. All right.
Moving on.
Zack Ryder.
Woo, woo, woo.
Zack Ryder gets Zack Ryder gets 1 elimination, and the base 8. No, wait, sorry. The base 11 is 14. Yeah, 14 points, Zack Ryder.
All right.
And before you ask, Kurt Hawkins.
Fair.
I remember. I think it was him that eliminated Kurt Hawkins. It was either him or the next guy, and that's Fandango.
You mean Fandango?
Fandango, who will also had one elimination and will therefore be getting 14 points.
Fair.
Was he at 114? Makes that easy. All right, next up, we got Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin did good in this match. He's going to get the base 11. He's going to get one move for an end of days that he managed to hit.
Did you score Kurt Hawkins? Because I heard you talk about him, but I don't know if
I
you
mentioned that he
scored
was eliminated. I have not scored him yet.
Oh, okay. I thought we were okay.
I'm not doing
sorry.
it in that order. I just have a list of dudes in whatever order, so I'm just going through it. Because I went through all the dudes that had. I went through all the dudes that did shit. Yeah, because I went through all the dudes that did shit in the match, and then I realized I had to add all the dudes that didn't do anything and just got thrown out at the end.
Okay.
So, anyway, Baron Corbin is going to start off with the base 11.
One for the end of days.
One for the end of days is 12. And Baron Corbin had 4 eliminations.
Wow.
He did very well. He was actually tied in this match for the most eliminations with Kane. So that's going to be 3 times 4 is going to be another 4, 8, and 16. So 16 plus 15 is, let's see, going to be 26 and 5 is 31 points to Baron Corbin. Well done, Corbin. Good showing. It is 306. Okay.
Yeah, well, they're not going to have Corbin beat Kane on eliminations. He's not Roman Reigns.
No. Shelton Benjamin had 1 elimination. He gets 14.
Okay. One elimination in what, 2 moves?
No, because it's 11 and 3 for an elimination. It's 14.
Oh, it's 3 for an elimination. Okay, fair enough.
It's 3 for an elimination.
Fair.
Always been that way. All right. Mike Kanellis eliminated nobody, so he gets 11 points. He's actually even inactive right now, so it doesn't even fucking matter. He's not even on anybody's roster.
Oh, a lot of inactive people who actually got points are probably going to have to go active for the next season. So.
Oh, definitely. Kurt Hawkins gets no points, so gets no elimination, so he'll get 11 points.
I love that WWE cares so little about Mike Kanellis that they never told anyone he was back. He just kind of showed up.
Yeah, basically. Mojo Rawley got 1 elimination. I think it was Zack Ryder.
Makes sense.
So Mojo Rawley will get the base 11 plus 1 is 14 points to Mojo. He is 99 and 4 is 103. All right, we've got Chad Gable gets 1 elimination.
Okay.
So 14 points to Chad Gable. 260. And Carl Anderson gets 11 points because he didn't do anything.
Damn it, Carl. I want Balor Club to do stuff. I like them.
Yep. All right. We got Titus Worldwide, specifically Titus. Titus got 1 elimination.
Woo.
So Titus will get himself 14 points. Nine. All right. Moving along.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of Titus getting elimination, he eliminated Luke Gallows.
Okay, then.
With a boot to the face. So Luke Gallows also got an elimination. So Luke Gallows will get 14 points. 14 points to Luke Gallows. 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 14 points to Luke 7. All right. So many dudes. Okay. Dash and Dawson did a good job by trying to stick as a team. They got 3 eliminations a pop by double team eliminating people. So Dash and Dawson, let's see, that's going to be 3, 6, and 9 off the base 11. It's going to be 20 points to each member of the Revival.
Woo.
All right. Surprisingly, the Miztourage managed to eliminate somebody.
Okay. Was it the Miz?
Miz
Actually,
was-
he's not there.
No, Miz was not in the match, but that would have been funny. No, they managed. Let's see here. Oh, actually, no, they should. Oh, actually, no, I lied. They actually had 2 eliminations each because
Wow.
kind of, sort of.
Okay.
I'm going to count it as 2 because the Miztourage threw out the Revival actually.
That's fair.
So technically, they were double team throwing out 2 dudes. So I'm going to give them each 2.
Fair.
So therefore, they will get themselves. That's 6 plus the base 11 is 17 points each. Bo Dallas. Yeah, let's see. That's 98, which means 208. And Curtis Axel is another 17, which is be 199, which will be 209. All right. Rolling on along, then we have Kane, who, again, as I mentioned, a 4 was tied for most eliminations with Baron Corbin at 4.
Yay.
But did not hit any moves.
Boo.
Sorry. So Kane is going to get himself 16 elimination points, plus the base 11 is 27 points to Kane.
Damn it, Kane, you had one job, and that was to choke slam every man in that ring. You have failed this city.
Is 47, 54. 4, I said. There we go. All right. Sin Cara did nothing. He got thrown out. He gets 11 points.
Okay, then.
The first
That just-
point Sin Cara's had for the season, by the way.
That just means he didn't have a chance to botch anything.
Pretty much. Dolph Ziggler had 1 super kick and 2 eliminations. So
And
that's
an evasion.
What's that?
And an evasion.
That's true. He technically had an evasion. That's a good point. So that's actually going to be 6 for the eliminations, plus 3 on an evasion is 9, plus 1 for the super kick is 10, plus the base 11 is 21 points to Dolph.
You're welcome.
Indeed. 232 for Dolph. Ty Dillinger did nothing except taunt Matt Hardy with 10s, so he's going to get the base 11. We have, let's see here. The Ascension will each get 11 points. All right. We've got R-Truth will get 11 points. Who was also inactive, by the way. I don't know why he's inactive, but he is. Was he injured? He must have been injured.
Who was that?
R-Truth.
Yeah, he was injured.
Okay, fair enough. Primo, the not injured Cologne brother, will get 11 points.
The only Cologne brother.
Yeah, as of right now.
No, literally. Of course, not a Cologne.
Yes, he is.
He's Primo's cousin. He's not Primo's brother.
Yes,
part of
but
the Cologne family. His last name's not Cologne. Primo's is.
are you sure it's not Cologne?
Pretty sure. I'll take a look.
That's right there with Epico Cologne. It's right there on his fucking Wikipedia page.
Oh, wait, okay.
Orlando Tito Cologne wrestles under the name Epico Cologne.
Okay, I didn't know he was actually a Cologne as well. Fair enough. But they're not. I don't think they're brothers. I think they're cousins.
Yeah, yes, obviously, yes. Primo's brother is Carlito.
Yeah.
Their brother is Epico is their cousin, but they're cousins by their father, so it's all Cologne.
Yeah, but these are brothers.
Fair enough. My apologies. I think I didn't say brother. I said the only Cologne. I never said the word brother.
I heard Cologne brother, but whatever.
Well, you heard wrong. What did I say, Tiff? Did I say brother at any point?
She's muted.
Okay. Anyway, rolling along.
She may not even be conscious.
That's fine. Tyler Breeze, as far as I can gather, didn't do anything.
Poor Breezy.
Poor Breezy. And he got eliminated. He got eliminated by Shelton earlier in the match.
This is pointing in what they've done with Breezy.
And so Tyler Breeze will get 11 points. 107. And let's see. We got Beauty and the Man Beast.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get 11 points. And he's Slater. By the way, I love what they did on Raw, by the way.
What's that?
Did you see Raw?
Yeah.
No, how they came out to the ring and they were like, we want a match, we want competition, and then the mic started right. I was like, do it for us kids.
I need this job. I got kids.
Anyway, and then we've got Apollo, who actually scored an elimination at some point. So props to Apollo.
I'd like to point out there was no reason to remove Apollo's last name.
Yeah, well,
because WWE can't decide what to call him. I don't know if you noticed that.
What's that?
Because on Raw, I think it was, Michael Cole actually called him Apollo Crews.
Oh, maybe they brought it back.
Hmm.
Well, somewhere along the way, Apollo was involved in an elimination, so he gets 1 for that. So 14 points to Apollo.
Yeah, Apollo.
Apollo.
Am I the only one who now wants to see Apollo versus Bobby Lashley?
That would be a good match, I think. And of course, lastly but not leastly, we have Awoken Matt Hardy, who got 3 eliminations and a victory. So let's see. Woken Matt Hardy is going to get 30 points for winning a match at a pay-per-view. He's going to get 10 points for winning a specialty match, is 40. He's going to get the base 11, is 51. He's going to get 9 elimination points, is 60. And that's about it. So 60 points to Woken Matt Hardy. What's been 368? And we throw in an elimination for Bray Wyatt. An elimination and interference, for Bray Wyatt.
I was going to ask, would Bray Wyatt get eliminations for helping Matt eliminate?
Even
though he wasn't in the match?
He was not in the match, so he will get interference. Is what he will get. Sorry.
Did he hit any appreciable moves?
Not that I noted. He basically showed up and served as a distraction.
Oh, that's great.
Because basically he showed up. I mean, he attempted to hit his Sister Abigail on somebody, but it did not work.
Did you give someone evasion points for that?
If I can remember who the hell did it. I mean, it's either Corbin or Mojo. I just don't remember which.
Who has Mojo?
I don't know.
Because if you have both of them, it doesn't matter. Just give it to somebody.
No. Tiff has Mojo.
Shit. Because you have Corbin, right?
No, Tiff has both, actually, so it really doesn't fucking matter.
Just give it to someone.
I'm gonna give it to Baron Corbin because I like him more.
Fair. You gave it to the heel.
I did. They're both heels.
Yeah, I keep thinking Mojo was the face of the feud.
No, Mojo has not been a face for a while.
I haven't seen him for a while, so
Well, that's fair. Watch SmackDown. Anyway,
I do.
so moving on from that, we have ourselves a match for the currently up to now vacant Cruiserweight Championship between Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander.
I still need to go back and watch that match.
It wasn't bad.
That's all you can say about it?
I say it was a good Cruiserweight match. I wouldn't say they tore the house down, but it was a good Cruiserweight match. They did a decent job.
Okay.
They went back and forth. Ali hit an X Factor. There was a Spanish Fly. Then a return Spanish Fly. There was fighting in the corner. Ali got thrown off the top rope. There was some more back and forth. There was a reverse Frankensteiner. Ali kind of sealed his own fate when he went for an 054 and 8 knees.
Okay, then.
And let me correct myself. The first time he hit the 05, I got to give this is one of those unfortunate things about, and I am very familiar with this being a problem playing 2K18. As a dude who does high flying moves, this is often a concern you must be aware of, particularly if you're doing certain high fly moves. I tend to run into this whenever I try to use my
Phoenix Splash.
No, that the Phoenix Splash is a little less affected by it. I tend to run into it more when I use my standard ground running Starship Pain maneuver. And that's that. To hit a maneuver like that, the dude must be very, very close to the corner.
You mean your Naomi flying maneuver?
Yeah, that thing.
I still hate the fact that she uses that.
Yeah, well. Anyway. So, it's John Morrison invented it.
John Morrison does the twisty version. That's what Starship Pain. She does the RVD. RVD is the one that did the straight up split leg and moonsault.
Fair enough.
Which makes it even worse because she basically just ripped off an ECW legend. Fuck her. Anyway,
so when the guy had
Tiff, she can't hear us. So she's effectively not in this video right now. So continue.
Oh dear. Anyway, so the problem when you hit a move like that is your opponent has to be very close to the ropes in order to hit it because you're getting height, but you're not getting a lot of distance on that maneuver.
Right.
Which makes because you're getting mostly height, it looks really cool when you hit the move. Not so cool.
The problem with the split leg and moonsault is you're not getting height. That's why you get no distance.
Well, the same thing with the 054. You're getting some height on it, but you're not getting distance.
Right, because you're jumping straight up as opposed to out, because you need height to be able to make the revolutions.
Right, which looks really cool when you do the move. Not so cool when you basically have the match one and Cedric goes, oh, hey, there's a rope. Foot. Because Ali all but had the match won, and Cedric put his right foot on the bottom rope, and luckily the ref was in good position and saw that. So that got broken out. So he went for another 054. Again, dumb when you haven't re-get your opponent again, because then he ate knees. And that was pretty much the end for Mustafa Ali.
Pop-up lumbar check?
No. He like I said, he ate the knees on the way down. Cedric pulled the knees up, so he landed on the knees off the 054.
Yeah, but what I mean is Cedric then popped up and hit a lumbar check for the win?
Well, he popped up and hit some elbows to the face, and then he hit a lumbar checks.
Fair enough. So he did the smart thing and weakened his opponent and then hit the finisher.
Yeah.
Cedric played video games, apparently.
Yeah, so Cedric, well, he's been on up, down, down.
I think they both have, but anyway.
Fair enough. Well, anyway, Cedric Alexander claims victory and becomes your new Cruiserweight champion.
Woo!
And he is presented with the belt, and he celebrates as we see John Cena applauding him in the crowd. So, Mustafa Ali will start off with because he did not win this match. And Mustafa Ali is going to get himself, let's see, 8 points for competing at a pay-per-view. And then he had 4 moves. It's 12 points to Mustafa Ali.
No evasions, huh?
Nope, not really.
Fair.
Yep. It's 292 to round out the season for him. And Cedric Alexander had 1 evasion for getting the knees up on the 054 plus 2 moves. So let's see here. Cedric Alexander is going to get himself 30 points for winning a match at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
At a pay-per-view general. He's going to get himself 40 points for winning the Cruiserweight Championship.
Woo!
Is 70. He's going to get himself 8 points for competing. Is 78. His 2 moves are 80, and 3 for that reversal of the 054 is 83 points to Cedric Alexander. Hashtag, I don't know what the fuck his catchphrase is. Oh, it's going to put him at 684. And in first place for the time being. We will see if that lasts.
Yeah.
I'm going to say no because Seth freaking Rollins, but we'll get there.
And Braun and AJ.
Yes, but there's a big difference between a retention and a title victory. Braun, yes, Braun gets some of that.
Braun gets all of that.
Yeah, well. Anyway, next up we have ourselves, speaking of Naomi, a women's battle royal. The women's battle royal is luckily smaller. There are only 20 women in this match.
Do me a favor.
Yep.
Scroll down to Mustafa.
Okay.
Wait. You continue.
He's got 292. Why do you ask?
I didn't. She did.
Well, tell her to get a group chat so I can see what she's typing if she's going to do that.
Or she could just ask me and I could just have you scroll down and give her the numbers. Anyway, continue.
Well, fuck you. Anyway. Sure. As mentioned, there are 20 women in this match. However, as of right now, for purposes of this season, 6 of them were NXT women, so they're not going to get scored.
Yeah, okay. Technically, you could score maybe 1 or 2 of them if you really wanted to.
I know they got called up, but we're not going to do that.
Fair.
Did you see this match?
No.
Okay.
I heard it was 10 times better than the men's match.
It was pretty good. When did you come in?
After WrestleMania started. Like near the end of the first match.
The IC match? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Fair enough. This was an interesting match. Interesting setup for this match. Because they had Becky come out by herself.
Mm-hmm.
Then had everybody else come out. And then had Bayley come out by herself.
Then everyone else came out and then Sasha came out by herself.
No.
Because I read that Sasha, Bayley, and Becky were the 3 that came out by themselves. The 3 horsewomen came out by themselves.
Okay, I don't remember Sasha having an entrance, but fair enough.
That's what all the reports are saying, that those are the 3 that had actual entrances.
That's fair. So, the Battle Royal opens.
Which is hilarious that they had Becky come out by herself, considering they just turned around and just smacked her in the face with the golden shovel.
Yeah, basically. They were like, no.
Fuck you, WWE.
They said no.
That pisses me off.
As well it should. Anyway, but yes, just worth noting here, by the way, the NXT women that competed in this match consisted of Kairi Sane, Kavita Devi, Tainara Conti, Bianca Belair, Dakota Kai, and Peyton Royce.
Mm-hmm.
So,
technically, you could give Peyton Royce points if you wanted to.
I'm not going to because it doesn't matter.
Fair.
So, we are going to go ahead and do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, would not surprise me if Kairi Sane was called up in the next week.
Mm-hmm. Could be. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Score.
Yes. So again, in no particular just mentioned a relevant moment. The match opened and all the women picked up Carmella and threw her out.
Yeah, felt a lot of good that did them.
Then all the women turned and picked up Dana Brooke and threw her out.
Fuck you!
Yep. And then it kind of devolved into your standard matchup. Interesting highlights. Peyton Royce and Kavita Devi were doing a great job going back and forth. There was an interesting moment. I guess as the thing that she does. I don't know if you've ever seen Bianca Belair.
Not really, no.
She is really cool. She has her hair is in a braid, and it's one long braid, and it's like really long, like it goes down to like the mid, like beyond like her knees.
Okay.
It's just one really long braid, and one of her trademarks is she's known to pull her braid around and use it as a whip-like weapon during her match.
Okay, then.
Corey Graves heavily questioned how that was legal.
I would concur. I would also ask, does that count as a foreign object use?
I don't know.
Because technically it is, but technically it isn't. Because technically it's not foreign if it's attached to her head.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter because she's not getting scored. But for the future, when she gets called up, are we going to consider that?
Well, that'd be the question.
I guess we'll deal with it when he gets there.
Yeah.
Continue.
Right. So. Yeah.
Yeah. Score.
Yeah.
Or are you going to finish the recap first?
No, like I said, when we got down to the end of the match, it basically came down to Bayley and Sasha, and they offered like a handshake to each other, and then Bayley threw Sasha out.
Mm-hmm.
And Bayley celebrated. Her and the entire WWE universe believed that she had won the match, but as it turned out, Naomi did not go over the top rope when she left the ring.
Mm.
So Naomi slid in behind her, and Bayley turned around, spotted this, went at her, ate a rear view, and then got eliminated.
Did
So
that elicit
Naomi,
any boos from the WWE universe?
some.
Hmm.
And so Naomi was declared your winner.
Hmm.
So there you go there.
Mm-hmm.
So let us continue. All right. So again, going in no particular order except Naomi last. And again, same as before, base is 11 on this match.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Sonya Deville had 2 eliminations, which is 6 plus the 11 is 17 points to Sonya. And Mandy Rose had 1 elimination, so she'll get 14. And 204. And Bayley didn't. And Bayley had the 1 elimination of Sasha at the end of the match there. So 14 to Bayley. $21.
Mm-hmm.
And Becky Lynch
Did nothing. Or did she actually hit stuff before she was unceremoniously tossed?
No, she actually hang on. I am confused.
Well, unconfuse yourself.
I'm trying to. I see what's written here, and I'm not totally sure how that applies. Hang on. All right, let me see here. So wait a minute here. Well, jumping around.
Mm.
One. Oh, I see what I did here.
Okay.
Okay, I mistyped something. Oopsie.
Hmm.
I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up.
You must fix it.
I must. Okay, now I see what happened here.
Okay.
I swapped around two people's scores because their names are very close.
Okay.
So let me go back and amend what I said before. So I've got Bailey had 7 eliminations.
Okay.
Bailey was going crazy. So that's an additional 6 eliminations times 3 points is an additional 18 points that need to go to Bailey.
Damn.
Is 31 is 339. Okay. Then Becky had 1 elimination. So she'll get 14.
They actually let her get an elimination.
They did.
Wait, did you count? Shouldn't she have more than that? Because didn't everybody eliminate both Carmella and Dana Brooke? So should not everybody get credit for those 2 eliminations?
Well, no, because they all beat her up. But according to the page that you linked me to, Sonya was the one who officially threw out Carmella, and then both members of Absolution were the ones who actually lifted and threw out Dana Brooke. So,
Okay.
because they did the actual lifting and throwing, they
Then
get
you
counted.
lied because you said, and I quote, everybody picked them up and eliminated them.
You're right. I'm sorry. They all beat them up, and then they were all kind of around, like moving toward the thing, but they were the ones actually holding them up. So,
All right, that's fair.
sorry. Anyway, so Sasha Banks had 4 eliminations. So that's 16, and base 11 is 27 to Sasha. 97. It's 314. And then Ruby Riott had 3 eliminations. Excuse me. So Ruby, that's 9 points, and the base 11 is 20 for Ruby Riott. 42. And then Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan each had 2. So that's 6 on top of the 11 is 17 points to each member of the Riott squad. And let's see. Right, and then Sarah Logan, yes. He's going to get, what did I say, 17? Yeah, so that's 204 plus 7 is 211. All right, and then people who did not get anything, Carmella will get 11. Is 48. And Dana Brooke will get 11. There's 111 for her. And Natalia will get 11. And Lana will get 11. And Mickey James will get 11. And Leslie, your winner was Naomi, who will get 30 points for winning a pay-per-view match, 10 for winning a specialty match, is 40. The base 11 is 51. One rear view is 52. And one elimination will put Naomi at 55 points.
I thought she had 2 eliminations.
Nope.
Because I thought the reason she went out of the ring was because she eliminated someone and kind of went with them. And then, of course, obviously she eliminated Bailey.
Nope.
Because I seem to read somewhere, and they didn't outright say elimination, but they said that she went out with somebody else, but ended up not going over the top rope.
Well, if she did, she wasn't part of the elimination that occurred, according to the page you gave me.
Fair enough.
So, 55 points to Naomi, as I said. 58, and that'd be 30 to 28. Oh, well. There we go. Okay. All righty, and thus endeth the pre-show. Yeesh. We then can go into the show proper. We're going to open up with an Intercontinental Championship triple threat match, which was a damn good match.
It was pretty good, yeah.
I enjoyed it.
What I saw of it, anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck the outcome, though.
Yeah, well.
Actually, no, you know what? I saw the entirety of that match.
Okay.
I remember that now. Because Rusev took control early on. I was like, oh, he's not winning this match. God damn it.
Wrong match.
Oh, the Intercontinental match. Maybe
Yes.
did I see the beginning of that one?
The match that opened the show.
They're both mid-card belts. I get them confused.
Yeah.
Trying to remember if I saw maybe I didn't see the beginning of that match.
Yeah, you see, some good entrances. Finn Balor came out with the Balor Club, but not Gallows and Anderson, but the actual, like, an army of people in Balor t-shirts. They were the new multicolored, everybody's included Balor t-shirts.
Fair enough.
So that was cool. Seth Rollins decided to blatantly contradict his own theme song
Okay.
by having the burn it down and the flames go off, and then immediately switch everything over to a winter theme and come out dressed as Jon Snow.
Okay.
So that happened. And then Miz came out flanked by the Miztourage in some ridiculous fucking getup that I can't even describe.
Right, because it's the Miz.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a ridiculous coat. It's a weird ass like goggles or something. It was weird.
Hmm.
Like he raided and repainted some of Becky Lynch's ring gear or something.
Fair.
Worth noting is that after a couple steps down the ramp, Miz actually turns around and dismisses the Miztourage and tells him to go back to the back because he's going to do this on his own.
Still fuck this outcome, Balor.
This turns out to be a mistake for the Miz.
Yes, it does.
So after a great match in which all three men go back and forth,
It was a pretty good match, yeah.
it was a good match. We end the whole thing when Miz hits a top rope bulldog on Rollins, but then gets dropped with a attack from behind and then eats a coup de grace. But as Balor goes for a pin, he eats a curb stomp, and then Miz also eats a curb stomp, and then Seth Rollins becomes your new Intercontinental Champion. So glad they gave him that move back.
Yeah, it's a good move. They seem to be unbanning all the banned moves. First a curb stomp, now the Shattered Dreams.
AJ Styles busts out a fucking brainbuster later.
I missed that. But then again, if there was anyone in the WWE that could take it, it'd be Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah. Anywho. So yeah, so Rollins wins.
Fuck
So
you,
wait.
Rollins.
Clap, 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 clap.
Hey,
Tiff is
Tiff's
back.
sound again.
Yeah, I figured it out finally.
Burn
Yay.
it down.
No. 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 No.
Burn it down.
No.
No.
No. No.
No.
Anyway, so your former champion, The Miz. Let's see here. This is a specialty match, so these guys are going to get 11 for this match at base because it's a triple threat. So Miz will get the base 11 and 5 moves. Is 16 points to The Miz.
And I came in about halfway into this match.
What's that?
So I came in about halfway into this match.
That's fair. Finn Balor is going to get himself to base 11, and he had a bunch of evasions and shit.
Yeah, he did.
So he's going to get 14 move points in total, plus the base 11 is going to be 25 points to Finn Balor.
Right.
Which is going to be 554. Right, Tiff?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. And then Seth freaking Rollins is going to get 30 points for winning a pay-per-view match. He's going to get another 10 for winning a specialty match, is 40. He's going to get 40 points for winning the Intercontinental Championship, is 80 points. He's going to get the base 11, is 91. Then one, and then he's got 13 moves. Is 94, and 10 is 104 points to Seth Rollins.
God damn.
So that's going to put him at 5, put him at 680. And just a quick check up here for 1 second. No, he's still 4 points behind Cedric.
Mm-hmm.
So you were lucky so far, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if Braun allows that to continue. We'll get there.
While I was
Braun
silent,
didn't have a lot of moves, though.
No, that is
He just
true.
beat them up.
Yeah,
And he was kind of the beat slut for the match, actually.
he kind of was. You were saying, Tiff?
while I was silent and trying to figure out my microphone here, I missed the score for Sonya Deville, and that's it.
Okay. Let me scroll up then.
Down.
I'll just, yeah, whatever. Well,
Scroll it down. Scroll it down.
Yeah.
Just give her the number and let's move on.
I'm going. Sonya Deville is currently at 220.
Okay, there.
She had two eliminations, so her point, so that would have been 6 plus the base 11. She would have had 17 points over what she had before.
Okay, I should say I missed it trying to.
That's fine. Moving along. Close this window out. I don't need this. Okay.
So, next match.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have the Women's Championship match of Charlotte versus Asuka.
This is the one match of the entire event I didn't see.
Right after we see John Cena at the ringside area interacting with the fans in the crowd. So Charlotte takes on Asuka. And there was an interesting point here with Charlotte's entrance.
Okay.
This was pointed out to me by our good friend Chris the Mole. So Charlotte came out. There was dramatic music, and it came about her dressed in all gold,
Okay.
sitting on a throne surrounded by some guard dudes.
Gladiators.
Gladiator looking dudes, yeah.
Okay.
And the point was made that, obviously, because she is the queen, that's obviously why she's on the throne. But the point was made that this is an interesting juxtaposition because the first time Charlotte ever appeared at a WrestleMania, she was one of the female guard liaisons on Triple H's throne.
Ah.
So Mole theorized that perhaps this was respecting that Charlotte has now made it to that point where she deserves to be on the throne.
Interesting.
Because it was Charlotte, Sasha, and Alexa were the three women around Triple H's throne at that WrestleMania like 5 or 6 years ago.
Ah. Would you like the identities of Charlotte's gladiators?
You got them? Sure.
Yeah, they're all NXT superstars.
Of course they are. Go for it.
Dan Matha, Tino Sabatelli, and Riddick Moss.
Chronicles of?
I guess. I don't know. Do are any of them black?
I don't know.
They don't look black.
Fair.
Well, I gotta be black.
He said Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel's black, so yeah.
Vin Diesel's white.
Wait, Vin Diesel's black?
Well, I think he's mixed.
Vin Diesel. No, okay, but he's.
I don't know about that.
If he's white, he's a really dark white because he's kind of got tan skin.
Let's find out. Now I know the Paul, the Lord of Vincent is an astrologer. Let's see. Diesel has said that he is of ambiguous ethnicity. Exact quote from Vin Diesel.
So he's mixed. Fair enough.
He mentions that his mother's background was English, German, and Scottish, but he has never met his biological father, so he has no idea what's on that side.
Okay. Yeah, so he's probably mixed.
He was raised in New York by a Caucasian mother and African American stepfather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed. Who was an acting instructor and theater manager, which is how he got into the business. Anyway. Moving along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Asuka comes out with a cool entrance. Pretty standard. She's in her coach and does a little dance thing. But they did a cool thing at this WrestleMania where they decided to use some cool-looking holographic camera effects to put shit on the sides of the stage for people, which was kind of neat. And they put an assortment of Asuka's different masks in giant size levitating on the sides of the ring. So she had like masks all around when she came out. So that was kind of neat.
So they gave her an anime entrance?
Kind of.
Fair.
Yeah. There were 2 masks on the right, one on top of the other, and 2 masks on the left, one on top of the other. It was kind of cool looking. Wasn't bad. And so they had their match.
Apparently, one person was ready for Asuka.
Yeah, shock of shocks, as the Empress herself put it after the match. Charlotte was ready for Asuka.
Then Asuka promptly disappeared from WWE, never to be seen again. So far.
Yeah.
She didn't show up on Raw or SmackDown, as far as I know.
That is
I
true.
didn't see her.
You are correct.
She has disappeared in shame.
Reports indicate she went backstage and committed seppuku.
Wow, that's dark.
No, I'm sure we'll see Asuka again. I'm sure just like the undefeated Snitsky, she'll return undefeated again.
It would not surprise me if she showed up this week for the
Superstar shakeup?
Yeah.
Probably. We'll see. So
It
yeah,
would
so
not surprise me if she got sent to SmackDown to help Charlotte against the Iconic Duo. I don't know.
I can see it. Anywho, so yeah, Charlotte retains the SmackDown Women's title.
Mm-hmm.
So Asuka will get herself 8 points for competing at this pay-per-view match, and 4 moves is 12 points to Asuka.
Fair enough.
It's going to put her at 508. Not bad, Asuka. Not bad. Charlotte is going to get 30 points for winning this pay-per-view match. She's going to get 25 points for retaining the Women's Championship. It's going to be 55. She's going to get herself, 8 for competing in this match is 63. And then another 7 move points is going to be an even 70 points to Charlotte. Charlotte, 70 points to Charlotte, 70 points to Charlotte. All right, so that's 3. We put her at 345. Bam. Rolling along.
Rolling.
As Charlotte is heading backstage with her championship after briefly recuperating, a referee comes tearing past her down the ramp, jumps in the crowd, and immediately runs up to John Cena, whispers something in his ear. John Cena's eyes go wide, and he immediately jumps the barricade and runs down the ramp.
Up the ramp.
Up the ramp. Meanwhile, we are joined by Aiden English, the first loser of the Andre the Giant Memorial, fifth annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Fair.
He got eliminated first.
Fair.
And he proceeds to introduce Rusev.
Rusev Day.
Rusev Day. Indeed. Sunil Singh then comes out and proceeds to introduce the modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal.
And then Bobby Roode and Randy Orton feel inferior because they don't have personal announcers.
Yes, that is true. But Bobby Roode feels he doesn't need a personal announcer because he has a pedestal.
How long ago that pedestal did him?
I know. Glorious.
Not really.
And I won't give in till I'm victorious.
Maybe this will be the impetus for him to go.
I won't give in, because I'm getting drafted to Raw.
Is that the rumor?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Or he'll stand SmackDown, and maybe this will be the impetus for him to go bring in his best friend James Storm, who is currently jobless.
That is also possible. And Orton just doesn't give a shit.
No, this will be the impetus for Orton to finally retire.
I don't know about that. I mean, have you seen that dude? He's shaved. He has hair. He looks like 20 years younger.
So what? Heel turn going back to Legend Killer?
I don't know. Anything's possible. It's Randy Orton. Who the hell knows?
Mm. Although he does have... I don't know why they've done this, and we'll get to it on a Saturday, but apparently he has a rematch against Jinder Mahal for the title. I'm like, we've already seen them fight for the main title. Why are we seeing this again? This is fucking retarded.
Yeah. Is that at the Greatest Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
Did you hear the match was announced for the Greatest Royal Rumble today, by the way?
Oh, wait. No, that one might be at Backlash.
Oh, okay.
Because they completely fucked over the WWE Universe, because they started announcing these title matches, and like half of them were for Backlash and half of them were for the Greatest Royal Rumble, so I can't keep track.
Ah, fair enough. But did you hear what got announced for the Greatest Royal Rumble today?
No.
A casket match.
Oh my.
Yes.
Who?
So interestingly, originally the casket match, as was announced a day or two ago, was slated to be The Undertaker versus Rusev. That was the original slated casket match.
With no build-up and no rhyme or reason. Okay.
It's Greatest Royal Rumble. It doesn't need build-up.
Okay.
But anyway, that was the slated casket match, and the actual reasons are being speculated about the dirt sheets, but the reason in WWE's article is that basically Lana did not want to see her husband have to go through a casket match with The Undertaker, and so she went to WWE and petitioned them to take him out of the match.
Okay.
So they did so. So instead, they announced today the replacement.
Okay.
So instead, now The Undertaker will now go one-on-one in a casket match against Y2J Chris Jericho.
Okay.
Indeed. And of an interesting note here, despite the ad infinitum match types Chris Jericho has participated in over his long career, he has never been in a casket match.
So does that mean the dead man's going to roll for Y2J?
I don't know. But yes, there will be a casket match happening at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Okay, then.
So if you're keeping score at home, folks, that's the 50-man Royal Rumble. That's a casket match with Taker and Y2J. That's John Cena versus Triple H and 7 title matches.
Yep. And the Hardys versus the Bar.
And that. But anyway, so we have ourselves a Fatal 4-Way U.S. title match. And Rusev dominates the first half of this match.
Yep, I was like, oh god, he's not winning. Fuck
You
this
were
match already.
You were like, oh god, he's not winning. But yes, by the time the whole thing was over, Rusev was dominating and about to lock Jinder Mahal in the accolade, but Sunil Singh jumped on by the apron and caused a distraction, leading to Rusev getting hit with a Koloss and Jinder Mahal to become your new United States champion.
And everybody cried.
Pretty much. So, first of all, we're going to go ahead and give accompaniment to Aiden English, who was good enough and respectful enough not to get involved in the match.
Which is bullshit. He should have got involved.
Yeah, well. It doesn't mention it here. I feel like he might have punched Sunil Singh in the face at one point, but it doesn't say that here.
This just doesn't make any sense. They're just going around in goddamn circles with their booking. What the fuck?
No. I lied. Aiden English did interfere in the match because Rusev ate an RKO and Aiden English jumped in to help him and then he ate an RKO. So no, there was interference. All right, so then Aiden and Sunil are both going to get accompaniment and interference. So 11 points to each of those gentlemen.
Fair.
All right. That's going to be 171 to Aiden English and then Sunil Singh. All right. Yeah. Windows. All right. Next up, Randy Orton is going to get himself 8 points for competing in this match and 7 moves. It's 15 points to Randy Orton. All right, then Bobby Roode will get the base 8 points and 5 moves. It's 13 points to Bobby Roode. $399, 402. And Rusev Machka will get himself the base 8 and 3 moves is 11 points to Rusev.
Rusev buried.
Yeah. And Jinder Mahal is going to get a bunch of points. Jinder Mahal is going to get 30 points for winning a match at a pay-per-view. Oh, shit, this is a specialty. Those other 3 dudes get 3 points for specialty. I remembered it. I'll be rude at 405.
Second.
Let's see, that's going to put Randy Orton at 279, and it's going to put Rusev at 239. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, Jinder Mahal will get 30 points for winning a match at a pay-per-view. He'll get 10 for winning a specialty match is 40. He'll gain himself an additional 40 points for winning the U.S. title is 80. And 2 moves is 82 points to Jinder Mahal.
Okay, then.
That's going to put Jinder Mahal at 353 points.
55.
55?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 355 then. My apologies. I forgot the 2 moves. Okay. So that happens. Next up, we clear that out. We see a new Snickers commercial.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Yeah, the fashion police run into Mick Foley, who attempts to tell them the wonders of wearing comfortable flannel and sweatpants.
Let's go, Mickles.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Fandango finds this horrifying, but Tyler Breeze reveals that he's wearing flannel and sweatpants under his costume, for saying that it's comfortable, as the commercial points out that you get delusional when you're hungry.
Mhm.
So there you go. Michael Cole throws to a video package about the feud leading into the next match, and then we have the Authority versus Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey in a intergender tag team match. Playa.
This was a damned good match.
This was an excellent match.
And holy shit, Ronda Rousey, good lord.
Yeah, that's about right.
She looks straight up legitimate out there, my god.
Indeed. Do you think she'll be going into a feud with Sasha to challenge for the title of legit boss?
Mhm.
Sasha better hope not. She'll get fucking destroyed. I'm sorry, there is no woman on the current roster that can stand to Ronda Rousey. She will destroy fucking everybody. Except maybe Asuka, but I think she's a better fighter than Asuka.
Probably.
Like, the only person on the roster that might stand a chance against her is the current NXT champion.
Mm-hmm.
But that's only because, you know, they're like best friends, so she kind of knows how she fights.
Right. That's fair.
Maybe Sonya Deville if they actually let her fight, but
Yeah.
because, you know, Sonya Deville was MMA, so she could probably hold her own. Then again, Ronda Rousey was the original bantamweight champion.
Yeah.
So good luck with that, Sonya Deville.
That's about right. Yes, this was an excellent match. There was a lot of great spots here. There was
Also, Kurt looked great.
Yeah, there was men fighting women. There was people getting thrown in and out of rings. Triple H almost punched his own wife in the face.
There was the ref letting Triple H do what he wanted to do because Triple H threatened him at the beginning of the match. I don't know if you caught that.
Oh, I caught it because Michael Cole mentioned it to everybody.
Yeah, so
I don't know if you overheard Michael Cole. Michael Cole was... I don't have a good adjective, but he was not pleased this one. It's like, now, did you guys just hear Triple H? Triple H just told the referee, remember who signed your checks. This is not a fair match. Something like that.
No, it's not, because fucking Ronda Rousey destroyed both of them on her own.
Yeah, basically.
Also, it looks like Kurt went into heavy training for this match because he looked almost like Kurt Angle of old out there. That's how good he was at.
He did. He looked great.
WrestleMania. Yeah, and he looked like he was in great shape too. Like he looked like he had lost a little bit of weight and put on a little muscle compared to the last time he wrestled.
Yeah.
Considering the last time he wrestled, it was kind of, Kurt, here's your boots, go.
Yeah, he had all of about 2 days warning that he was going to have to wrestle a main event match at a pay-per-view, so... But anyway, yeah, so Ronda Rousey wins this match by ripping Stephanie's arm out of its socket and beating her with it.
Pretty much, yeah. Did the same thing to Triple H.
Yeah.
Also, move of the fucking night, because it was brilliant, and no other woman I've ever seen fought to do this.
Okay.
Because she realized, well, actually, she probably could lift Triple H if she really wanted to, but she realized, okay, Triple H is stronger, probably heavier than me. I need to get him on my shoulders. So she fucking... while he's on the ground, fucking dove on him, rolled through, and stood up with him on her shoulders. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was impressive as hell.
Only an MMA fighter would think to do that.
It was also pointed out in reference to the earlier women's championship match, by the way, that Asuka was explicitly told not to use her armbar in that match.
Which is fair. She doesn't need it. She can just Asuka lock him. But yeah. Or kick him in the head, but...
Or that.
But yeah, when I saw that move, my jaw hit the floor. I was like, whoa! Okay, that was kind of brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this match was all kinds of awesome.
That was an excellent, excellent match. It was very well done between all participants. So, let us score the participants.
That also proves that Ronda Rousey does, in fact, know how to wrestle a WWE-style match and tell a story in the ring.
It's true.
Better than most of the women's division!
Indeed. Also, want to give props to Ronda's custom Rowdy Roddy Piper inspired ring gear, by the way.
Her entrance gear was good. Her ring gear, I felt, was a little too plain, in my opinion.
Well, she wasn't exactly going to wrestle in that tiny little kilt skirt.
No, but I mean, literally, what did she have? She had like a sports bra variant of her t-shirt and like just straight up black shorts, and like it just, I don't know, it looked too generic. It looked like fucking like local talent create a character.
It did, but I point something out to you though.
What's that?
In terms of matching up style to people, if I described to you and I said a dude was going to come out to the ring and he was going to wear just some plain ass shorts and he's going to be ridiculously buffed to hell and covered in tattoos, he sounds like every other creative dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's actually Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but Brock Lesnar doesn't wear just straight up shorts. His shorts has designs on it.
They do now. When he first came back, they didn't. When he first came back, he was wearing those that half orange, half black generic shorts.
But it had color. It was at least custom to him because it had the color. Hers was just straight black, and at least his also had logos. Because when he first came back, he had the MMA logos and shit all over it.
True.
Hers was just straight up just black shorts. I'm like, that's kind of generic. Like, they're making this huge deal about Ronda Rousey, and it just seemed like, with how they were building her up, it seemed like WWE was being cheap and not investing anything into her ring gear. That's how generic it looked.
Maybe. But I point out to you, they were going with, because remember, Piper didn't wrestle in the kilt either. When Piper took the kilt off, he had some plain-ass blue trunks on.
That is true. That is very true. I hadn't thought about that.
Now, granted, they gave her black over blue for, color choice, but still, fact of the matter is he took a kilt off and he had some plain-ass trunks on and he would take his t-shirt off. Obviously, she can't, but that's, it was as close to Piper as they could get.
Just fair. I will say this. I think they need to change the shorts for logistical reasons as well.
Okay.
They need to give her straight-up shorts instead of what she was wearing.
Not the trunks shorts?
No, because the entire match, she was picking it out of her hoo-ha.
Fair enough.
She was. She kept tugging on the shorts because they kept riding up on her. Because, MMA, you wear actual shorts. You don't wear, like, wrestling trunks that ride up on you.
Indeed.
I'm like, give her, like, Brock Lesnar shorts. Come on.
Mm.
Let her breathe down there.
Anyway. So, we'll start off with the Authority.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does an intergender tag match qualify as specialty?
I would say yes.
Yeah, possibly, yep.
Okay, cool. Because if it didn't before, I'm pretty sure Triple H throwing out the rule book before the bell constitutes a specialty match, so.
But then again, I'm partially biased because I have Triple H.
That's true. But you didn't win, so it's not that bad.
No.
Anyway.
Does it mean that I'm biased if
well,
I have Kurt Angle and he's on the winning team?
Well, you don't know that I didn't win because no one has Ronda Rousey yet.
That is true. Fair enough. Anyway, moving along.
And yes, Tiff.
Yeah, let's start off with the Authority. So, based on this, it's going to be 11, like the other matches. So, Steph had 5 moves.
Is Steph even on the roster?
Yes, she's on the bottom.
Okay.
We'll be giving her points for promos. Calm down.
Good.
So, Steph gets 5 moves, plus the base 11 is 16 points to Steph.
Hey, look at that. There she is. Fair enough.
Is 47.
53.
Yep. Also, by the way, these two dumb guys with 5 points, I'm not awarding to anybody at the end of this. Probably not Tyler Bate either, because UK. And he's mostly on NXT, but we can debate that later. Triple H. Well, Triple H and Stephanie, very cool. They had dual motorcycles. They get on the motorcycle crew, and he taught Stephanie how to do the water spin.
Yeah. Number one, I was unaware Steph knew how to drive a motorcycle, so that was cool. And yeah, he finally taught her how to do the water spit. And she did it pretty well, too, I have to admit.
She did. She did an excellent job of the water spit.
I'd be interested to know who the bikers were. Let's see if I can find a list of who the bikers were. You score this thing.
I'm gonna take a wild guess. They're probably a group of bikers they hired.
Eh.
Anyway, Triple H is gonna get himself 11 move points, and the base 11 is 22 points to Triple H.
55.
Yep.
Wait, what? Oh shit! I never noticed that.
What?
Apparently, Triple H on his Reaper getup, as you called it, which was Reaper getup, on his jacket on the left side, he had an NXT patch on it.
Nice.
Yeah, now that I could see just a straight up frontal version of the outfit, yeah, he's fucking Reaper.
Yeah.
He went all edgelord for this.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. On the other side, on the winning team side, Kurt Angle is going to get, let's see here, 15 points for being on the winning team. He's going to get 8 points. I should say he's going to get the base 11, rather. So that's 26. And 16 moves is 36, 42 points to Kurt. So you don't have Kurt, Tiff. I have Kurt.
Hey. Thought I had somebody of
91.
authority somewhere. Oh, wait, it's Shane McMahon. That's who I had.
Yes, you have Shano. Yep, Shano.
I'd also like to point out the jacket that Ronda was wearing was Piper's jacket, so apparently his son flew out again.
Nice.
I don't know if you noticed that, but she was wearing the huge jacket. So I was like, oh, she actually has Piper's jacket for this. Makes sense. It's WrestleMania.
Yep. Anyway, moving along.
Mm-hmm.
Ronda Rousey is going to get herself, let's see, 30 points for winning this matchup. She's going to get the base 11 is 41. And she's got 8 moves, is 49 points to Ronda Rousey. Wait, that's not right. Hang on a minute.
No, because she won the match.
I know, but hang on. Something's not off here. Hang on.
Yeah, 11 points.
Yeah, hang on. 30 points for winning the match. Plus 11 is 41. Its base 11 is 41. That includes participation in specialty. 41. 10 for winning a specialty match is 51. There it is. Plus 8 moves is 59 points to Ronda. Okay.
That sounds a little better.
And 107 points to Ronda Rousey. Bam. All right. After that, can we clean that up? We have ourselves a SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, triple threat between the Usos, the New Day, and the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah, what the fuck was this match? Holy shit.
I don't know.
This was the piss break match. They took a title match, made it the piss break match.
Yeah.
Like the hottest feud in the entire fucking industry, and they made it a piss break match. What the hell?
Not really that hot of a feud, but
Well,
okay.
Usos and New Day, they've been like the best feud in the entire company for like how long? Like whenever they get together, people are always hyped, and they added the Bludgeon Brothers to it and made it a piss break match. I'm like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, basically.
Like they completely fucked over the Usos and the New Day.
Well, for credit, why don't you tell them about the New Day's entrance?
I don't know who they were supposed to be still. However, what I do know is when they came out, Xavier Woods brought that trombone up to his lips. Was
Francesca 2. The trombone has a name, thank you.
Is it 2 now? Okay, I thought it might have been 3. And all you hear is do 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 do.
The Dragon's Word theme song.
Yep. And I remember turning to Jim and going, "Did I just hear that right?" And Jim was like, "Yes, yes, you did."
Yep.
Unfortunately, Tommy was too busy being Lord Draken and left them high and dry.
But he did send them an army of little people in pancake suits.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
I don't know.
The Dragon's Sword theme song summoned an army of midgets and pancakes. Really? Though I will admit the pancake arch was cool.
Yes, the holographic pancake arch was neat.
Was it holographic? I thought it was like Mrs. Awesome Arch.
No. That was just put on there with camera effect. Was not actually there.
Fair enough. That was kind of cool. But yeah, what was with the pancake army? That was just wrong on so many levels.
It was weird. Yeah, I have no idea who the New Day were supposed to be in their costumes. Oh, I don't know. I got nothing.
I didn't see it, so I can't tell you.
Nope. Fair enough. It was weird. I don't know. Well, anyway, the New Day marched down with pancake people, and they danced around for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know, by the way, I happen to have Twitter up on my computer when this happened, and at least a half a dozen different Power Ranger-related accounts immediately popped up with, "Hey, Xavier, we just played the Dragon's Sword theme on WrestleMania."
Including Saban himself?
I don't know if Power Rangers actually had it. I know Power Rangers Now jumped on it. I think Toku Nation jumped on it, and a few others.
Fair enough.
So, but anyway, the Bludgeon Brothers beat everybody up and took the titles.
Yeah, like I said, it was a squash match.
It was a
complete squash match, which pissed me off. I'm like, oh, come on.
Hashtag Bludgeon Brothers.
Hashtag fuck the Bludgeon Brothers. They should have had to work for the titles.
Yeah. They should have had to work. Did you see all the shit they went through with Bray Wyatt? They've worked for the titles.
I meant in the story.
I know what you meant. I'm just saying. Give Harper Road a chance. They're excellent wrestlers when they're allowed to wrestle. They've just
absolutely.
Not been given a real opportunity.
But what I'm saying, they deserve the shot. Make them actually wrestle for it. Don't just if you're gonna do this, you might as well just strip the Usos of the titles and just hand it to them.
Yeah.
So that's basically what they did. It's like, fuck you. If you're gonna wrestle them, wrestle them.
Excuse me.
If you need to go to sleep, Jeff, just let us know.
I'm tempted, but I want to try and see how long this takes.
Okay, let's move along then. So the Bludgeon Brothers become the new tag team champions. So let's go with everybody else. Again, this is a specialty because triple threat tag titles, so therefore
11.
base of 11. Big E did nothing. He gets 11 points.
I'd also like to point out Luke Harper now has a mask.
He does.
Yeah, I seen that on
This was
SmackDown.
cool.
It is. Let's wait to Big E, and then let's see.
Kofi.
Kofi was on the ball and immediately hit a Trouble in Paradise off the bell and tried to pin an Uso before the Bludgeon Brothers could get in the ring. That was very clever, but it did not work.
Mhm.
Pardon me. Did the bell even go at that point?
It did. The bell went ding, 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 Trouble in Paradise. Like as soon as the bell
Before they
rang,
got in the ring.
because the Uso in the ring was staring at the Bludgeon Brothers who were at the bottom of the stage. And the Uso turned around, the bell rang, he ate a Trouble in Paradise and almost got pinned until one of the Bludgeons pulled Kofi out of the ring.
Yeah.
So Kofi will get himself 15 in one move and 16 points to Kofi. He is 25, 31. And we're going to give accompaniment points to Xavier. And invisible honorary points to Al Snow for loading the New Day his closet full of little people.
Apparently.
So the Usos got 4 points each for moves. So the Usos will get themselves 15 points a pop. Hashtag Uso Penitentiary. And that's going to be 32. All right.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's 32, not 31? Because you said 14 points a pop.
Right, so it
Or
goes
is it
27. You're right, it's 31. Sorry. Thank you.
Hey, Jen.
Yo.
You want to go back and do the other Uso at 14 then?
Sure.
I was going to say, Xavier Woods succeeded, apparently.
Okay.
He did, in fact, summon Tommy Oliver.
Ah.
Because JDF actually saw it.
Nice.
And he shared a video of the entrance on his Instagram feed and said, representing, but at WrestleMania. And then threw in a bunch of hashtags, including hashtag summoning the Dragon Zord.
Yep.
So apparently he saw it.
Nice. Anyway.
Oh, here it is. Yeah.
So that happened.
And
Meanwhile,
why is your
Roger...
Instagram set to Dubai? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm trying to figure out what the hell they were dressed as, but apparently no one's mentioned.
Lord only knows.
You mean the little people?
No, the Uso, not the New Day.
Hmm.
You know, little people were pancakes. We know that, but we don't know what the New Day were. Because like Xavier had a big afro haircut, and Kofi was wearing a top hat, and we don't know what the deal was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Xavier had a fro.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Anyway, continue while I try to find this out.
Right. So let's see. Which Bludgeon Brother actually got a pinfall here?
I don't know. I think it was Harper.
Yeah, it looks like it was Harper. Okay, we'll go with Harper. So in that case, each of them got 2 moves. So that means that Rowan is going to get 15 points for being on the winning team. He's going to get 30 points for winning a tag team championship. It's 45. He's going to get the base 11.
56.
56, and the 2 moves is 58 points to Rowan. Which is going to be, let's see.
252.
Yep. Luke Harper got a pinfall, so he will get 30 points for winning the tag team titles. He will get 10 points for winning a specialty match, is 40. He will get the base 11.
Wait, they gave Zack Ryder a dragon shield? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious?
He gave
Did you
them
see
what?
this, Jim?
I saw it.
Apparently Zack Ryder's entrance gear was a fucking dragon shield with his logo on it.
Yep.
Huh.
I'm thinking the New Day's attire was just... Yeah, because Kofi's top hat was a cake top hat. I'm thinking it was like a Mardi Gras type theme because they were in New Orleans.
That makes sense.
Because they had like the Mardi Gras beads and shit.
That's fair.
And the color was gold and purple and green, which is like the Mardi Gras colors. So
In that case, I wore the New Day's second best Mardi Gras themed entrance in a tag team match tonight.
fair enough. And holy shit, that's long ass hair.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, from NXT.
Yeah.
She uses it as a weapon.
And we're going.
Where are we going?
We're trying to continue.
Okay. So like I was saying, let me calculate this again for Luke Harper. So Luke Harper gets 30 points for winning a match at a pay-per-view. He gets 30 points for winning the tag team titles is 60. 10 for winning a specialty is 70.
Base 11.
Base 11 is 81. And 2 moves is 83 points to Luke Harper.
There.
So that's going to be 281, Tiff?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bam.
Their gear is basically like food theme, Mardi Gras theme, because Big E's is literally himself open mouth staring at a plate of pancakes with chocolate syrup dripping down on top of his head.
Nice.
Yeah, now that I get a look at it. So yeah, it's just custom gear.
Fair. Anyway. So. After this match, the Bludgeon Brothers celebrate with the tag titles. We then clear everything out. And we are joined by John Cena, who is now in ring gear.
Ba ba da ba.
Ba ba da ba. Ba 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 ba. John Cena sucks. Anyway. So Cena comes out of the ring, but a referee whispers in Cena's ear, seeming to indicate that his opponent is not anywhere to be found. And Cena seems very dejected by this. But then the lights go out as Cena goes to leave. But instead of the gong, it's Elias.
Who wants to walk with Elias? Apparently not John Cena, because he promptly just gets out of the ring and goes sits down. He's like, fuck this.
Yep, so Elias comes down to the ring as he begins to sing about WrestleMania and the terrible crowd in New Orleans. As he's wanting to do.
And the Undertaker showing in how John Cena sucks.
Yep, and after he gets through all this, John Cena, having sat in the crowd for several minutes with this song, decides he's had enough, jumps in the ring, and proceeds to beat up Elias with a 5 Moves of Doom set.
So you want to score this before part 2?
Nah.
You're going to score it all at once?
Yeah.
Fair.
I will give promo points to Elias, because that's what he gets.
Fair.
Apparently this was more important than the Battle Royal.
Apparently. Or this was his punishment for no showing the Battle Royal.
Or that.
seems more likely.
You went there.
He went there.
No, Jim went there.
He went there.
I went there. Elias was too busy teaching kids to count with Elias in a Snickers commercial.
Apparently.
Anywho. So after he gets beat up, John Cena proceeds to exit the ring and head up the ramp as if he's going to leave. But as he reaches the top of the ramp, his theme music abruptly cuts off, and Cena pauses, wondering about this when the lights go out again. And this time, the gong sounds.
Dong. Dong.
Cena spins around with the camera to look at the ring. We see a spotlight on the ring with Taker's folded up jacket and hat that he left there last year at WrestleMania.
Indeed. Lightning proceeds to strike the ring.
But only for those watching at home.
Yeah, via a crappy camera effect.
But I'm sure they got the sound effect there. They probably echoed that throughout the speakers.
Yeah, and they set off the smoke, and they had it on the screens in the arena. It's not like the people in the arena couldn't see it.
So the lights went out again.
And as the spotlight came back up, the hat and jacket were gone. Cena looks shocked by this. The lights go off again as the gong sounds again, and fire begins shooting up out of the stage. Cena retreats to the ring as The Undertaker emerges from the smoke, and the crowd goes wild.
Yep.
Cena proceeds to march down the ring. Down the
You
ramp.
mean Taker.
Taker proceeds to march down the ramp towards Cena. He gets in the ring.
He just stands there and stares at him for a while.
He does, as the laser light show that Triple H left sitting around goes off in purple.
Yes. Yeah, they have apparently a laser grid above the ring this year that various superstars, including starting with Triple H, used, but he used it. Taker used it, and I think Brock used it. I want that in the game. The laser show was awesome.
It was cool.
Make it happen, 2K. WrestleMania 34 DLC. Make it happen.
There you go.
Well, actually, it'll probably be in 2K19. Hopefully, it'll be in 2K19.
It'll be in 2K19. Anyway, at the very least, it'll be at that arena.
It should be. It should be creation parts. Come on.
Yeah. Anywho.
Yeah.
So Undertaker gets in the ring. He proceeds to take his head off and raise the lights. And a referee steps to the ring as The Undertaker removes his coat and proceeds to squash John Cena in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, he brought out the golden shovel.
He did.
And it was glorious.
Indeed. He begins beating up John Cena. He hits him with an old school and a snake eyes and a boot and a leg drop. Cena managed to reverse a chokeslam into a back suplex and went for a 5-knuckle shuffle, but as he bounced off the rope, Taker set up and Cena shit himself and fell over.
Pretty much.
He then proceeded to eat a chokeslam and a tombstone, and Undertaker steps away victorious.
And just straight up leaves.
Yep.
He does stop at the top of the ramp and does the whole, he looks back at the crowd and he's like, yeah.
And he raises the fist. So that was cool.
I will say, Taker's looking good.
Yeah, the hip replacement did wonders for him.
Yeah, he can actually stand now.
Yeah. So good for him. Okay. So John Cena is going to get just on the bat 4 points for an assault on Elias before the match.
5 points for the Moose of Doom.
Yep. Technically,
That's it.
well, yeah. Technically, I don't think Cena actually hit the foot, because I think he jumped in the ring, and I think he might hit him with one shoulder block. I don't know if he hit him with both, but I'm going to count both because fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 moves of doom and 4 for an assault is 9 points to Cena for that. He's then also going to get 8 points for being in a match.
And 3 moves for 3 of the 5 moves of doom before he shit himself.
Yep.
And that's it. That's all she wrote for John Cena.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Let's hear. So now I got to calculate it all back up again. So in total, moves pre-match and moves during match, he had a total of 9.
9?
I have
5 moves of doom plus the 3 he did in the match is 8.
Yeah, but he countered a choke slam.
So 11?
No, 6 moves and 3 for the counter.
But he had 8 moves in the counter. Because he did the 5 moves of Doom plus the 3 he did on Taker before he shit himself. Because he did the shoulder blocks and then he did the protoplex and then went to do the 5-knuckle shuffle and then shit himself.
He didn't do the shoulder blocks. He countered the choke slam directly into the protoplex.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So 5, that's 6 plus the counter, which is 9. You're right. Okay.
I know how to count. Thank you.
Fair enough.
Indeed. So it's 9 for the moves, and then Cena gets 4 for an assault is 13, and then he gets 8 for being in a match is 21 points to John Cena.
It's not okay. Never mind.
It's not a specialty.
Nope.
It's 81. And I'm going to throw 5 points for when Cena got interviewed in the audience earlier because they didn't mention it in the recap. So 486.
Fair. Can I recommend Undertaker get OMG points for that entrance?
I'm okay with that. What do you think, Jeff?
She didn't see it.
Based on our description that we have given.
You guys decide. Because I wasn't listening, to be honest.
Fair. I'm going to give it. Fuck it. It's Undertaker. It's Undertaker and it's WrestleMania. He deserves extra points.
Well, I was just thinking because it's a damn good reintroduction of him with the whole, we're going to pick up right where we left off last year.
Yep.
There's the
Hey,
costume.
now I remember.
Doom!
Yep.
There goes the costume.
Yep. Anyway.
Taker not giving a shit.
So the Undertaker will have 30 points for winning a match tonight. He will have 8 points for being in a match tonight is 38. He will have 8 points for moves is 46. And 5 for the OMG of the entrance is 51 points to the Undertaker.
Somebody need you.
Is Undertaker even on the roster?
No.
No,
Where'd
because
you
he thought
get-
he retired.
Then where'd you get 72?
I'm joking.
Oh. No, I forgot what I said.
He's got 51.
The Undertaker. 51. Okay.
Oh,
Boom.
no, it's just Undertaker.
Not according to the recapper.
Oh, according to the video game. According to the video game, The Undertaker is the original Undertaker.
I don't care.
Doesn't matter. It's the end of the season.
It is. So anyway, Undertaker paces. There's more flames and shit. We clear that out. We get a visit from the 2018 Hall of Fame class minus Kid Rock.
For some reason.
For some reason. Goldberg comes out to his pyro.
I thought that Goldberg does the whole fist thing showing off the ring. I thought that was a cool move.
He does.
I'm also amazed he was able to do his entrance in tight-ass slacks.
Yep.
I also had to laugh my ass off when they gave him his entrance, where he comes walking out of the fucking locker room in a fucking tux.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have.
Go ahead.
Think I'm gonna have to end this here
Oh,
because I'm
Okay.
gonna have to get up in a couple hours.
okay.
Yeah, get some sleep, Tiff.
Okay.
I was kind of surprised you stayed this late. I will, when we finish here, I will send you a Facebook message informing you of the final scores.
Okay. Thank you.
You are welcome.
All right. I'll see everybody tomorrow or Saturday.
Yep.
And good night to everybody in the internet
You
world.
kind of have to be here tomorrow because we're going to do the draft.
Yes, that's right. Because technically now it's Friday.
Yeah.
Well, it is for us. It's not for him.
Not for another hour. But yeah, we'll see you in about 12 hours.
Okay.
12 hours.
20, well, less than 24. I guess maybe about 15 hours.
No more than that. 12 hours from now is going to be 2 a.m. Saturday for me. It's 48, dude.
Anyway, while you guys figure this out, I'm gonna hang up. Okay.
Oh, we're going to see her Friday night,
Oh.
dumbass.
Why?
The
Why?
news. The news recording.
No, we're doing the draft on.
Since
We're
when
doing
are
the
we doing
draft on Friday.
Since when are we doing the draft on Friday?
Since we talked about the other day, we're going to do the draft in the news so that when we come on to Saturday, all we have to do is the scoring. We talked about this. So Tiff can actually go to sleep on Saturday, and you can go to sleep on Saturday. We talked about this. That's why we were going to split up and do the draft on, because you said, are we going to do the draft first or are we going to do the news first? And I made the point we should do the draft first so Tiff doesn't have to stay for the whole thing. And you said, oh, yeah, good point.
Okay. Works for me.
Okay.
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 So we'll see you for the draft.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye, Tiff. Anyway. We see the video package looking at the history of the feud from SmackDown. And then we have a tag team match of Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan versus Team Cammy. And if Team Cammy were to be victorious, they would get their jobs back on SmackDown Live.
You're fired!
Yeah, basically.
Because Daniel Bryan wins.
He does.
He also fucked up the knee plus.
He did.
He turned it into basically a clothesline.
Yeah.
Which was weird. I'm like, wait, what? He completely missed the knee.
He did. He got overzealous. It happens. He hasn't done it in a while.
He looked good.
Indeed.
He wins, I believe, via yes lock.
He does, in fact, win via yes lock on Sami Zayn. You are correct. So, post-match, Daniel Bryan goes and kisses Brie Bella, who's at ringside, and then celebrates with Shane and Shane's kids, who are in the front row also. So, we'll start off with Team Cammy.
KO with the pop-up powerbomb on. Is that an OMG, the pop-up powerbomb on the apron?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think the apron powerbomb is the apron powerbomb an OMG in the game.
Yes.
Then we'll count it as an OMG.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
All right, then we'll go with it. Alrighty, so Team Cammy. So, in that case, we'll start off with Kevin Owens.
Okay.
The purpose of the match was that Team Cammy assaulted Daniel Bryan and pop-up powerbombed him onto the apron pre-match. So Shane had the officials check on him while jumping in the ring and ordering Cammy to get in there and fight him.
Yeah,
they did so, and Shane held off both them and his umbilical hernia long enough for Daniel to recover and come in and win the match.
I'm just saying, Shane did a great job selling the umbilical hernia, even though that's not really what would happen. He would just be punched in the gut because, yeah. Because it's just his belly button will protrude. Ooh, it doesn't really hurt.
Yeah. Well, it technically does hurt because that means it means that some part of your insides is pushing out your belly button where it's not supposed to be. That's going to hurt a little bit.
It is, but it's not going to hurt as much as he was selling it.
Probably not, but anyway. So Team Cammy are going to start off here. Let's see. We'll do Kevin Owens first. Kevin Owens is going to get 8 points for being in this pay-per-view match.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Owens is going to get 4 points for the pre-match assault on Daniel Bryan. It's 12. He's going to get 5-point OMG powerbomb on the apron. It's 17. And 3 additional moves is 20 points to Kevin Owens. It's 351. Sami Zayn is going to get 8 points and 4 for the pre-match assault is 12. And 2 moves is 14 points to Sami Zayn. It's 438. And then we go to Shane O'Mac, who will get 15 points for being on the winning team in this match. He will get 8 points for being in a pay-per-view match, is 23. And he will get 6 moves, is 29 points to Shane. 132. Yep. Next. Oh, excuse me. Dana Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to get 30 points for winning a pay-per-view match. He will get 8 points for being in said match as 38. And he will receive 7 moves. Is 45 points to Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan. He's going to win it at 144. Bada bam.
I may have to keep Cedric.
You may. So that match happens. Moving along. After this and celebrations at ringside, we see a recap of the history of the Raw Women's feud. We then have a Raw Women's title match in which Nia Jax squashes both Mickie James at ringside and Alexa Bliss in the match in about 5 seconds.
I think it went a little bit further than that, but yeah.
Fair enough. Alexa did manage to get a nice twisted Bliss from the top rope to the outside of the ring. I'll give her that.
She also got a Bliss DDT off on her.
Did she? Doesn't say that here.
Yeah, she got a DDT and Nia kicked out because Nia.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if it was a Bliss DDT, but it was a DDT. She DDT'd her.
Okay.
I assumed it was the Bliss DDT.
Probably.
It was the Bliss DDT minus the jumping in the air, because if she jumped in the air, Nia would just pancake her.
Right.
So she just straight up like power DDT'd her ass.
Okay, fair enough.
I have to say, I kind of loved Alexa's outfit. I thought that was cool with the crown and everything.
It was, wasn't it? Because goddess.
Absolutely. And Mickie James with Saiyan armor.
Yep. So we're going to give Mickie James 5 points for accompaniment. And actually, no. Wait, which slide is this again? Yeah, no, it's just accompaniment, yeah.
Yep.
Because after the bell rang, she did not actually interfere in the match.
She was dead.
Yeah.
Nia pretty much killed her right off the bat.
Yep, so Mickie James is going to get 5 points for accompaniment. 237.
Apparently, Nia Jax is a player of RPGs because she used a classic RPG strategy of kill the minion first and then go after the boss.
Mm-hmm. So, Nia Jax gets 4 points for assaulting both women before the match.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll add that in a minute. But she's going to get 30 points for winning this pay-per-view match. And she's going to get 50 points for winning the Raw Women's Championship.
Yeah.
Is 80 points. 4 for the pre-match assault is 84. 8 for actually being in a match is 92. And 1 move. The finishing Samoan drop off the top rope.
There.
So that is 93 points, if I've been calculating correctly.
Mm-hmm.
93 points to Nia Jax. How do you like them apples?
She's not like most girls.
No, not really. Although I would like to see her have a match against Karma.
Not gonna happen.
I know, but it should.
It should. Florida versus Louisiana, battle for the South.
There you go. Okay. Next up, Nia cries, celebrating with her women's title after the match, and then we clear everything out for the dream match. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship.
I can't believe you didn't mention it. Maybe you didn't notice.
What?
You didn't notice who was at ringside during Nia's match?
I did not.
That she went over and hugged and kissed?
I did not.
The Rock's mother.
Oh, that's so nice.
And The Rock's daughter.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, so she celebrated with them afterwards as well. So
That's
before and
cool.
after the match. Yeah. Because The Rock couldn't be arsed showing up. He sent his family.
Yep.
Because he was too busy promoting Rampage.
He was.
Which came out this week.
It did. Also, Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle now on DVD, I think.
Is it worth it?
I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I
Fair
intend
enough.
to see it. I want to
Fair
rent it
enough.
at least.
Fair enough. Let me know if it's worth it.
Indeed.
Yeah, so apparently Grandma was accompanying Rock's daughter to WrestleMania.
Nice. That's
Yeah,
good.
it's nice
That's
of
good.
Grandma to do that.
It was. It was. Yes, it is now on Blu-ray and DVDs. You can go
Yes,
check
it
that
is.
out wherever.
I do want to see Rampage. It does look like a good movie.
Fair enough. Moving along.
It's Rock v. Big Monsters. How is that not an awesome concept for a movie?
It's true. Well, technically, it's Rock teaming with Giant Gorilla to take on Lizard and Wolf.
Flying Wolf.
Flying Wolf. Of course, the wolf flies.
Yep.
So, AJ versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
This match was okay.
Well, hold on. What about the match? How badass was Shinsuke's entrance?
That was fucking awesome. With the Rock version of his theme song, I want that version of his theme song.
That's the guitarist from Alice Cooper.
Oh, is that who she was?
Yeah,
She's fucking amazing.
I know.
Was that, and I assume that was some local like marching band or
Some
something.
local violin group, probably.
Yeah, local orchestra. Yeah, violin group, string group.
Yeah.
But that was amazing. Also, little side note here, because I mentioned to you when he came out, I was like, wait, is he wearing a Michael Jackson inspired outfit?
He kind of was.
And he was. Now I know why.
Okay.
Because they actually have up on WWE Network. It's a Shinsuke Nakamura special kind of thing,
Okay.
talking about his road to WrestleMania, if you will, like winning the Rumble stuff. And Shinsuke actually mentions also, damn good English speaker. Holy crap, a lot better than he lets on, because he spoke English the entire video. Anyway, he mentioned that his entire moveset was inspired by Michael Jackson.
Nice.
Michael Jackson is the reason he wrestles the way he does.
Nice.
Because he saw how Michael Jackson moved and was like, hey, he moves like a martial artist. I should use that as a fighting style. And so he did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why he does like a lot of the kicks and the spins the way he does it, is because he took it basically from Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense that he came up with the Thriller jacket. I approve. So there you go. Your fun Shinsuke fact for the day.
Cool. Anyway. So Shinsuke did not sufficiently put his knee into AJ's face, and therefore he did not beat you at WrestleMania.
Unfortunately. That made me sad.
So AJ Styles claimed a victory and a retention of the WWE Championship.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Also, both of the Japanese people got beat by white Southern Americans at WrestleMania.
They did. It's true.
Damn WWE.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was an okay match. Match wasn't that great.
No. Wasn't. If you want to watch AJ Styles face Shinsuke Nakamura, go look up their NJPW match at Wrestle Kingdom. Go watch that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shinsuke Nakamura is going to get 8 points for being in a match at a pay-per-view. And he's going to have 13 moves. Is 21 points to Shinsuke Nakamura.
Does he get an OMG for the post-match thing?
Hang on. He is 50. He is 470. I want to give him an OMG for a combination of that and his entrance.
Fair. I will approve of that. And we will get to the post-match thing after you score the champ.
Yes, AJ Styles is going to get himself 30 points for winning a match at a pay-per-view. He's going to get 25 points for a retention of the WWE Championship. It's going to be 55 points. He's then going to get himself 8 points for being in a match. It's going to be 63. And then he's going to get 18 move points, is 73 plus 8 is 81 points to AJ Styles. So what did I say, 81?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
All right, is 252 for AJ Styles. No, wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. I typed in 8 and score. That's not right. Let's try that again. 594 plus the 81 is going to put AJ Styles at a grand total of 675.
Third place. Still.
Indeed, not bad. All right, so we did that. Following the match, Shinsuke was a bit dejected, but he proceeded to retrieve the championship. He hugged AJ, then when he got the title, brought it in the ring and knelt down to present it to him. And upon AJ taking the title and holding it up, Shinsuke proceeded to punch him directly in the nuts.
Pretty much.
Bam, low blow.
And then laugh at him.
He then laughed at him. He held the belt up for a second. He then repeatedly stomped on his head with a vibration boot as he fell out of the ring, and then he hit him with a Kinshasa outside on the floor, leaving him on the ground.
But fair enough. So it is not over.
By the way, oh my God, did you see SmackDown?
I saw part of SmackDown.
Did you see Shinsuke's promo interview backstage?
Yes, it was great.
Sorry, no speak English.
That was a great response to that.
He's a great heel. Anyway.
He's a great both. Unfortunately, I fell asleep before the main event, so yeah.
Of what, WrestleMania or SmackDown?
SmackDown.
Okay, well, so did I. So don't feel bad. I didn't even get to see Carmella cash in.
I did. That was. We'll go over on Saturday, but that was awkward. If I was Vince, I would fire that ref.
Okay.
It was very, very awkward. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. Anyway, so after all that happens.
Yes.
Indeed. So, next, Braun!
Yeah, you talk about the stuff leading up to the actual match, and I have a couple things to say.
Okay. Well, we opened up with a Mardi Gras float riding out to the stage, and it contained the bar.
Yes.
And the bar proceeded to sell some big head Mardi Gras people and some decorations, and they danced around. Then it was fun. They then proceeded to do their shining in white light pose, and their music kicked in, and they came down to the ring.
With the obnoxious siren.
Indeed.
It's the only thing I don't like about Cesaro, that obnoxious siren.
Yeah.
I hated it when they used it for Right to Censor, and I hate it now.
What about when they used it for Scott Steiner?
Did they actually use it for him when he came over? Because I know that was
Scott Steiner always had the siren.
Yeah, it was bad. It was so obnoxious, I blocked it out of my mind, apparently.
Anyway, so the bar comes out, and they get in the ring. Braun Strowman then comes out, and all the Mardi Gras people run in terror. Braun then grabs their float and hurls it off the stage, where it crashes and smashes into a million pieces.
Yeah.
And Corey Graves points out that, well, I don't know who Braun's partner is, but it's not that Mardi Gras float. I don't know a lot about the requirements of being a tag team partner. And this was Coach who jumped in. He's like, I don't know a lot about the requirements of being a tag team partner, but I'm assuming not being in a million pieces is part of it.
How observant, Coach.
Yeah. So Braun proceeded to march down to the ring and grab a microphone. And he proceeded to inform them that he wanted to wait till here at the grand stage of the ball to reveal his partner. Because his partner isn't anyone in the back at all. It's going to be one of you. Or one of you.
With Braun Strowman.
Or one of you. So Braun proceeds to climb into the audience, looking for a tag partner. Water. Sorry. And then it's like, oh, is there a plant in the crowd? Is somebody going to be out there? Who's he going to run into? Is this going to be a Santino situation?
There was a plant in the crowd.
Supposedly.
Confirmed.
Okay. So Braun, after walking through the crowd, finds a 10-year-old kid named Nicholas wearing a WrestleMania shirt and proceeds to declare him his partner and escort him into the ring. And tell Nicholas to stay there on the apron, and I'll do the rest.
Okay, so 2 things. You know
Mhm.
why I said it's confirmed?
Mhm.
We now know who Nicholas is.
Okay.
Have you heard of someone named John Cone?
Yeah, he's a ref.
That's his son.
Oh, cool.
So yes, Plant confirmed.
Cool.
Number 2, and this would have been so freaking cool, but they had the plan.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, there were actually wrestlers in the crowd,
Ah,
just as fans.
right.
Japanese wrestlers.
Oh.
Yes.
Hmm.
There was former IWGP champion Hiroshi Tanahashi, current IWGP champion Kazuchika Okada, and someone else. I think it was Tetsuya Naito. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Yeah. Apparently, according to so apparently, I don't know, they flew in for WrestleMania just because why not? Because they had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But according to a fan who happened to be sitting next to Hiroshi Tanahashi and his crew, because I guess that's where Hiroshi's seats happen to be. Number 1, Hiroshi laughed his ass off at Shinsuke's heel turn.
Uh-huh.
Secondly, when Braun was looking for a tag team partner, his crew was pointing at him, and Hiroshi was like, "Pick me, pick me."
Ha.
So we could have had the WWE debut of NJPW's Hiroshi Tanahashi as a tag team champion.
That would have been interesting.
That would have been awesome. They should have done that.
Also, I think they were in town because I think IJPW was running a crossover event with another promotion in town earlier in the weekend.
Fair enough. But yeah, they were all at WrestleMania. It's like, I mean, think about it. Can you imagine if, like, he had picked Kazuchika Okada and Kazuchika just walks up with the IWGP championship over his shoulder?
Yeah.
Heavyweight champion's like, yeah, what up, Sheamus? Now you're dealing with a heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
It's like, just the fact that they were there and wanted to be part of the match. It's like, fucking do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they went with the kid. And, you saw Raw, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck,
Yeah.
WWE? But anyway.
I don't know. I don't know. I was kind of hoping because we knew you know who else was in the crowd?
Who?
Dana White.
Yes, he was. We didn't know that until the main event.
No, but given that was the case, and it had been reported that he was there on social media earlier in the night. But I was kind of hoping that Braun would walk over to Dana White, and that there'd be a guy in a hoodie next to him that nobody noticed came with him, and it's just CM Punk.
If it was going to be anyone, it would have been Conor McGregor.
Or that.
Because isn't he reportedly in talks with WWE?
He's right. Right now, he's reportedly in talks with the police after he assaulted a bus full of people.
Oh, well, okay, I guess he's not in talks with WWE because the WWE would never talk to someone like that. Fair enough.
Yes, apparently I saw a report he apparently assaulted a bus full of people. I don't know.
Fair. Yeah, that would have been hilarious if he's like, well, how about him? Okay, I'll take him. Boom. Just pulls the hoodie back. The crowd would have exploded if that had happened.
Mm-hmm. They would have. That would have been crazy.
But no, it was John Cone's son, apparently, from what I understand. It's like, really? Fucking really? I'm sorry, this was completely underwhelming.
Yeah. Oh my.
What?
No, just reading about what McGregor did to that bus. Oh boy.
Oh.
He threw a metal equipment dolly through the window.
A bus full of people?
Well, through the bus window, yeah.
But, I mean, there were people on the bus.
Yeah, it was a tour bus, not like a bus.
That's even worse. Why would he do that?
Oh, well, let's see. Apparently, Khabib Nurmagomedov, I can't pronounce foreign names. He's Russian. Khabib Nurmagomedov, apparently at some point several days prior got into a dispute with Artem Lobov.
Okay.
Nurmagomedov apparently cornered Lobov. Lobov is a known member of Team McGregor from the Ultimate Fighter, Team McGregor versus Team Faber, by the way.
Okay.
So he is known.
Okay. So McGregor was what, getting revenge?
Kind of. Apparently, there was an altercation. Lobov got cornered. Lobov is known to be close to McGregor, with whom Nurmagomedov has had altercations and trash talk exchanges in the past. They have a lengthy history of insults and confrontations. At the April 5th promotional appearance for UFC 223, McGregor and a group of 21 other people were let into the Barclays Center by credentialed members of the promotional team. They appeared to confront Nurmagomedov, who was on a bus leaving the arena with red corner fighters for UFC 223 on it, such as Rose Namajunas, Al Iaquinta, Carolina Kowalkiewicz, Ray Borg, and Michael Chise. McGregor allegedly ran up alongside the slowly moving bus, ran past it to grab a metal equipment dolly, which he threw at the bus's window before trying to throw other objects in the vicinity. Chise and Borg were injured by the shattered glass and sent to the hospital.
Okay, then.
They were soon removed from the card on the advice of NYSAC and the UFC's medical team. Lobov was also pulled from the fight for his involvement in the dispute. Dana White announced that there was a warrant out for McGregor's arrest, and that McGregor was a person of interest, according to the NYPD. McGregor and others initially fled the Barclays Center after the incident, but he and a fellow accused turned themselves in that night, and he was charged with 3 counts of assault and 1 count of criminal mischief. He was further charged with menacing and reckless endangerment at his arraignment and was released on $50,000 bail until a June 14th trial.
Okay, then.
Under bail negotiations bail negotiated by his attorney Jim Walden, set by the judge, McGregor is allowed to travel without restriction.
Okay, then.
So, yeah.
Oh, McGregor might have just screwed himself.
Yep. So anyway, Braun Strowman single-handedly wins the tag team titles.
Hey, he tagged in Nicholas.
He did for about 2 seconds before Nicholas shit himself and tagged back out. See, what I was hoping would happen here is that Braun Strowman would hit one member of the bar with a power slam and leave him in the ring. The other member of the bar would jump in the ring, and he and Braun would knock each other out of the ring, but Nicholas would blind tag himself as that was happening, and the guy who went out of the ring wouldn't notice, and he'd run in and pin the bar member who had been hit with a power slam and was out in the ring.
That would have probably been a better finish.
Yeah.
It still would have been underwhelming.
Yeah.
Especially since WWE completely flubbed the payoff.
Yeah. But, yeah. So how many points are we giving Braun here? I lost track of the agreement.
We're just going to give him the full tag team points. So instead of the half, we're giving him the full. Since he is the tag team champions.
Yeah. So how many is that?
I don't know. You have the points in front of you.
So you're going to give him the equivalent of the points for himself and the points that would have gone to Nicholas?
Yes, for winning the match. Or not winning, but for winning the titles. He's not going to get double the win points. It's just
right. Okay.
So
in that case, instead of getting normal 30, he would get 60 points for winning the tag team titles.
Yeah.
He would get 30 points for winning a match at WrestleMania is 90. He would get 8 points for actually being in a match is 98.
So he's in first place.
And 2 moves is exactly 100 points to Braun Strowman.
So he has 700 points. He's in first place.
Yep.
Damn it, Braun.
Look how Braun Strowman finished nice and evenly. Good man. However, Braun still does not have the most points for the night because he's still behind Seth Rollins.
What do you mean?
As in, for points earned at WrestleMania, Seth Rollins is still in the lead. Because Seth Rollins earned like 100 and change versus just.
Well, that's
even
okay.
100.
Brock is going to beat him.
That is possible. We'll see.
He has the main event points. He's going to beat him.
Now we'll find out. So, yes, let me throw some points over to you. There were no moves from the Bar. The Bar just got destroyed. So the Bar are just going to get themselves 8 points each for showing up.
I feel bad for the Bar.
I do as well.
They didn't deserve that.
Nope. Yes. I mean, Braun, if you're going to bring a kid out to tag with you, at least bring the kid they just put in the Hall of Fame.
That would have worked. Still would have been as underwhelming, but it would have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
But that kid would have actually tried to wrestle the Bar.
Hmm. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So that happens, and Braun Strowman and Nicholas become the tag team champions, and they celebrate. We have a video package, and then we have our main event. The big dog, Roman Reigns, stepping up to challenge for the Universal Championship against the reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar.
This was kind of a shit match.
It was meant to be. It was a spot fest. It was not meant to be a quality match.
It was a shit match because of how it was booked, and it's kind of universally agreed. What the fuck did they do with Roman? That was pure bullshit.
Yeah, well. Roman got buried. Clap, 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 clap.
Which is fine, but people are saying, even people like superstar stuff like Austin and shit were saying like, well, can't remember if it was Austin. Someone, I can't remember who they were talking to, but it was like Roman never should have kicked out of that many F5s. That was bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like universally, people are pissed at that match because Roman, even though getting buried, was still booked like Vince's golden child. Now there may have been a reason for it, but even if the reason is true, he should not have been kicked out of that many F5s.
Mm-hmm.
Because this was a move that was built up as no one kicks out of it, and you're just gonna have Roman kick out of 4 of them. What the hell?
Yep.
But we'll get into that after the match.
I think that was the point. They built it up as being that unbeatable move, so it would look that much crazier when Roman kept kicking out of it. That was the entire point. Everything they've built up with Brock to this point, purportedly, was so Roman would look good overcoming it all and beating him.
Mm-hmm.
However, they obviously decided to alter the plan because it's rather obvious Roman's going to win the belt at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Maybe.
They're saving it for Saudi Arabia so they can get their things over with that new market.
Or since he did debut, the original rumor is true, and that is that Brock is going to go out fighting Bobby Lashley in August.
Could be.
That's what people were saying. Because I believe Brock's extension goes to August.
Which just makes sense. That's SummerSlam.
Yep.
Hashtag SummerSlam.
We'll be talking more about that after you talk about this match and score it.
Yep.
Because I have shit to say.
Okay. Well, yeah, there was a lot of reversals in this match, a lot of moves. Brock busted Roman open. He's bleeding like a stuffed pig everywhere.
And then we put Roman through a table.
Yep, there was a table spot. And many, many finishers. But it ended with an F5 and Brock Lesnar retaining the Universal Championship.
Indeed.
So we're going to open up with an accompaniment to Paul Heyman. And we're then going to go to Roman Reigns. Roman is going to get 8 points. He's going to get 4 for being in the main event. Is 12. And he's going to get 11 moves. Is 23 points to Roman Reigns. Puts Roman Reigns at exactly 500 points. And Brock Lesnar is going to get all the points. Let's see. Brock Lesnar is going to get 30 points for winning a match at a pay-per-view. He will get 25 points for a retention of his Universal title.
Mm-hmm.
He will get himself, let's see, 9 for being in and winning the main event. He'll get 8 for participating in a pay-per-view match.
He'll get a shit ton of moves.
Yep, he'll get 18 move points.
Does he get a couple of OMGs?
Do you think he should?
Well, I don't know. He legitimately busted Reigns open and that table spot.
I'll definitely get a table spot. If you want to get him for the busted open, I'm cool with it.
I think he deserves it.
Well, that works out then, because that's going to add 10, which is going to give Brock exactly 100 points. So Brock is tied with Braun for the second most points of anybody tonight, but Seth freaking Rollins comes out on top as the top point earner of WrestleMania. How about that shit?
Only because his match was a specialty match. That's what put him over.
Yeah. So Bork Laser gets 100 points.
All right. So before we
242.
Before we try to figure out the totals, because we have to go do all the stuff, we're going to put extraneous points and stuff. And it's time to talk about WrestleMania and this main event.
Go for it.
Because apparently, okay, so there's a few rumors circulating about this one. One is that the outcome of the match was changed mid-match. That Vince called an audible when he realized Roman wasn't getting over and the fans just didn't give a shit. Which would kind of explain why Roman was like kicking out of all this stuff, because they were getting ready to have him win, and at the last minute Vince was like, no, Brock needs to win this. So that is a possibility. What do you think about that, Jim?
I could see it. It matches up with what happened in the match.
Now, immediately following the match, as soon as Brock went through the curtain and went to gorilla position, there was apparently an altercation between him and Vincent Kennedy McMahon. People are speculating as to what it was about. No one really knows. But it got to the point where Shane McMahon tried to fight Brock Lesnar. I'm going to let that sink in, Jim. Shane McMahon, in anger, trying to defend his father, tried to pick a fight with Brock Lesnar. No reaction from Jim. I'm impressed. Is Jim even there? Are you paying attention, Jim? And silence. Jim, if you're talking, you're still muted. Oh, great. I'm here alone, people. I'm going to type to Jim. Jim, hello.
Sorry, Jim had to step out of mic range for a second. I didn't want you to get that.
Oh, but you heard what I said.
Yeah, that's not a smart idea.
No, it's not. Apparently, Brock took the Universal title, threw it at the wall next to Vince McMahon, and stormed out.
That is what I read.
So the speculation is one of two things. Well, one of three things. One is that Brock was pissed off at the fan reaction to the match, during the match.
Makes sense.
We'll get into because, yeah. Number two is that Vince was pissed off at Brock for legitimately busting open Roman Reigns.
Okay.
The third one was that Vince was pissed off at Brock, and maybe even Roman, but at Brock for the table spot because it was an unplanned table spot. Which is why you'll notice the table didn't break.
Nope.
Because they weren't planning to put him through that table. And the big reason why Vince would be pissed at that is because they kind of put the German commentators in danger, because obviously when someone's being put through a table, the commentators at said table are aware that that's going to happen and thus have time to move.
Uh-huh.
But when the wrestlers decide to call an audible of that nature, it legitimately puts those at the table in harm's way because they don't know to move.
Right.
Which, okay, I can see Vince getting pissed at. So one or combination of those three things is likely the reason for said altercation. Either way, they have a very, very angry Universal Champion without a title belt right now. Because like I said, he threw it at the wall and left. So I think right now Brock doesn't have the belt.
Okay then.
Yeah. I doubt he went back for it.
Mm.
Unless Paul Heyman went back for it. I don't know. They didn't say. But that leads into the other thing I want to talk about, which is WrestleMania itself, which is, yeah, the rest of the superstars are kind of pissed at Vince McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of superstars are pissed at WrestleMania, primarily for the length of said show.
Understandable.
Because normally at a pay-per-view, the fans don't usually really get situated until about the time the show's supposed to start.
Mm-hmm.
This pay-per-view, WrestleMania, the majority of the fans were there at the beginning of the pre-show. So the majority of the fans were there for 7
hours of
fucking
wrestling.
hours. Yes.
Yeah.
And because of that, right around the Daniel Bryan Team Cammy match,
Mm-hmm.
that's when things went down the shitter because, 3 years people want to see Daniel Bryan wrestle. What's the first thing they do? Powerbomb to the fucking apron.
Mm-hmm.
And so these fans who had been sitting here for like 2 hours already basically had to sit through another 10 minutes of Shane McMahon wrestling. You can imagine how the fans would react to that if they're already tired as fuck watching WWE stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And just after that, nobody gave a shit. Especially by the time we got to the main event, nobody gave a shit. Everyone was fucking tired. They wanted it to go. No one was excited for this match at all anyway, because everyone knew Reigns was supposed to win. So well, why do we give a shit about this match? To the point that they started chanting out random shit like boring, boring, and other stuff, and Beach Ball Mania.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the wrestlers knew exactly why it happened, and thus are now pissed at WWE.
Okay then.
For allowing this to happen by making this a 7-hour show.
Yep.
So, yeah. Vince, you might have just pissed off your entire locker room. Have fun with that.
Fun.
So, yeah, WrestleMania, unmitigated disaster.
Clearly.
Yeah, so not only did he piss off Brock Lesnar, which he never should do, he pissed off everyone else.
Lovely.
Yeah. So I thought I'd just put that out there.
Okay.
Because I thought it was something worthwhile to discuss at this juncture. So what say you about all of this, Mr. Phoenix?
As soon as the show was going to be way too damn long, as soon as they announced it, I mean, that was kind of a given. As soon as somebody realized the network had the show pegged to run till midnight, you knew that it was just, I mean, it's been a 2-year pre-show for years, so that was expected, but it's always been a 4-hour main program that's ended at 11.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as they said it was until 11, you knew that was just going to be way too long. There was just no way that wasn't going to be too long.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So what say you about the potential dissension among the ranks now?
I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, this is the same problem they have when they tape SmackDown shit, because they were doing like SmackDown and then other shit, and then 205 Live, and 205 Live was getting shoved because everybody was exhausted, and that's off a 5-hour program.
Yeah, and now this basically justifies my worriness of WWE's decision to make every pay-per-view a co-branded pay-per-view. I don't think it's going to work. I think there's going to be way too much fatigue, and I think these pay-per-views are going to fail. Because there's just too much wrestling. At least with the non-co-branded pay-per-views, they were palatable lengths because you're only having to deal with one show's worth of talent. Now you have to put both shows, literally the entire fucking company, under one roof and give them all enough time to shine. You can't do that and not have your crowd basically riot on you for taking too goddamn long.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to happen. So now this has me really worried. This was the big test of would the WWE Universe be able to stomach 7 hours of WrestleMania? The answer is clearly no, not by a long shot.
Nope.
Which means, yeah, Vince, you might want to rethink your pay-per-view strategy because it's not going to work. I can guarantee you it's not going to work. Unfortunately, the question becomes, do you want to, as Vince McMahon, do you want to try to make your writing staff happy by giving them kind of the time and stuff they need to develop the stories and to not give them so much time that they don't know what to do with the stories? Or are you going to keep your talent and your fans happy by not giving them fucking fatigue? And right now he has chosen his writing staff over the fans and the talent.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to epically backfire in his face.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, that's all the controversy that has come out of WrestleMania thus far. We here, of course, at the League will be keeping an eye out on the Bork Laser situation and why exactly this match ended the way it did, because I'm sure shit will come out in the forthcoming weeks.
Probably.
Also, Jim, I apologize if you had any of this for tomorrow.
Nope.
Fair. Did I scoop Jim for once? Yay!
I had not compiled anything for tomorrow yet, so.
Oh. Fair.
Yep.
But anyway, so let's look at the totals, and then let's decide what we're going to do with the extra points, if anything. Because there's a lot of extra points. Like, almost like 400 extra points.
So
did we want to look at the before we do all this? Did we want to look at the leaderboards, since that's not going to change?
Huh.
Jim, hello.
Hello.
You gonna answer me?
No.
No. Well, you suck as a host then.
No, according to Wrestling Observer Radio and Meltzer's A Grain of Salt, apparently Roman was actually told it was not an audible. They were told about the change at the finish of the title match when they got to the arena that day.
Fair.
The primary reason was because it quickly became apparent the audience was going to reject both wrestlers if the title changed hands.
Oh.
Meltzer added Reigns showed up to Mania fully believing he was going to leave as the champion, was told of the change sometime during the day, but unknown if he was upset at the change. Long-term plan remains to have Reigns win the title, but it's unclear if that's going to happen at the Greatest Royal Rumble or what. As noted before, the number of people who knew about the change was minimal, which is why many were shocked, because the original idea was for Reigns to counter the F5 into a spear and a pin.
Mm-hmm.
The referee was made aware of the change after he got in the ring.
Yeah, from what I understand, the referee's marching orders were count the 3 when it happens.
That's always the referee's marching orders. Also, apparently Lesnar did not go into business for himself for purposely busting Reigns open, nor was Reigns double-crossed in any way. Again, that's Meltzer, so take that with a grain of salt.
Right.
Oh, I don't know.
But did you even hear what I suggested?
What did you suggest?
I suggested that we look at the leaderboards first, since we know that's not going to change regardless.
It's a good call.
And then we can deal with the totals after that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's look at the leaderboards, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Or not.
All right, let's see. Let me fire this up here. All right, go to the leaderboards. Here we go. At the top of the leaderboard at 700 points is the most strong man, Braun Strowman.
He is the tag team champions.
Precisely.
Or was.
In second place is the new Cruiserweight champion, Cedric Alexander, at 684. Just 4 points ahead of the Intercontinental champion, Seth freaking Rollins, at 680. Who is 5 points ahead of the WWE champion, AJ Styles, at 675. Following him is Finn Balor at 554. The episode tomorrow, Asuka clocking in at 508. Followed by Roman Reigns, the big dog, at 500 points even. John Cena at 486. Shinsuke Nakamura at 475. And rounding out the top 10, holding on to his 10th place spot, is Sami Zayn at 438.
All right.
There you go.
Fair.
So. The hell?
What?
I thought you just
That's my drum roll.
Oh. That's it. Now, mind you, this is not including any of the points that are at the bottom.
Right.
As of now, I guess the question is, are we going to add those points from the bottom, or?
I don't know. Let's look at the totals.
All right. As of right now.
Wow. Really?
The winner by 70 points is you, the Balor Club Worldwide, at 8,023 points.
Holy shit.
Mr. Wise ass, I'm not going to win. I'm screwed. Every time you say that, you win.
I honestly didn't think. Well, of course, going into it, we all thought Asuka was going to win. We all thought Reigns was going to win. If that had happened, I would have been screwed. So technically speaking, I was correct until they decided to change some of the outcomes.
And as we said, anything is possible. In second place at 79.50, as of right now, is Melissa Right to Justice, and I'm at 63.24.
You got a whole shitload of points. Damn.
Well, yeah. Let's see. I won the Intercontinental title. I won the SmackDown Tag titles. I retained the Universal title. I won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
So there are a lot of points available down below, and it could affect the outcome. I guess if you really wanted to do it, you'd have to be the one to do this. You could go set up a quick draft and draft these to our teams and see where the points lie.
I could if you think I should do that.
Well, I think it'd be a shame that there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's at least 5 to 6. There's at least like almost 600 points available.
I suppose that is true.
That's a lot of points.
Mm.
And I think it would be a disservice if those were not included in the totals. Now, don't forget, it's more than just the people at the bottom.
Okay.
You're going to have to go through the entire roster because you're going to have to grab all the inactive people that have points and add them too. Because, well, not really add them. We can pick and choose. But some of them who are like actually active now, like Jeff Hardy, you'll probably want to add to somebody's roster. Stuff like that.
Mm.
You're gonna and like Undertaker, who apparently is back now.
He's at the bottom.
Right. But I mean, so we're going to have to go through and pick who we're going to want to add to the draft, and whoever's not going to be added to the draft, we're going to have to actually assign it to people. Like, you're obviously getting Jericho's points because you.
Let's see here.
You're probably going to want to also put this in alphabetical order.
But you know, the highest inactive person with points, though, not counting Undertaker, who's at the bottom, is Nikki Bella at 27 points. There's not a lot of points here.
But there's still points and should be added. If we're going to add them, we're going to add them all, in my opinion.
Even the 5-point dudes that showed up on one episode of 205 Live.
The 5-point dudes are Jericho and Jeff Hardy, you dumb motherfucker.
Not those 5-point dudes, you dumb bastard.
What 5-point dudes?
By the way, it's a total of 795 points that are available among everything. These 5-point dudes down here, Kenneth Johnson and Jonathan Pierce.
Oh, yeah, no, we probably don't need to include them.
We've also got
I
9
would keep
points.
them down there just in case they show up, but...
Yeah. We've also got 9 points for Tyler Bate, who's in the UK division, and I'm not going to count him either.
Okay, I think the points should be counted even if they're not put on a roster. If that makes sense.
How the hell's that going to work?
Well, when we get through drafting everyone, we can pseudo-draft them just to see where the points land. Because that's what, 3 anyway, right? So that's 1 to each. Actually, 5, 5, and 9, we could just assign the points at that point. We each get 1 of them. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
So we'll give you Tyler Bate because he has the most points.
It's fair. So you want to draft the rest of these people?
I think that's the most equal way to do it. What do you think?
I suppose so.
So, of the people up above, who are we drafting and who are we assigning points? Because Ambrose is obviously you because of the agreement, so he's off the table. Jericho is you because Jericho.
Okay.
Well,
in that case, let me do this.
In fact, you could throw Jericho on active since he's coming back in 2 weeks.
For that one match, anyway.
Would it be okay if I got the returning Jeff Hardy? Since we don't know if the Hardy Boys are going to be a tag team past the greatest Royal Rumble. Because as it would appear on Raw, they are no longer a tag team because they're two completely different characters.
Uh-huh.
Even though Jeff said, yeah, Brother Nero will pop in here and there, but he's like, he said, what did he say? He said, like, I have been cured of my broken condition or something like that. So I think Jeff is going to do either other tag stuff or he's going to do solo stuff. So, well, it's obvious the tag team going forward is Matt and Bray.
Yeah, but fine. If that's going to be the case, somebody's got to get assigned to Tiff, or this is getting really unfair.
We are. Give her. Well, it's not like Dean Ambrose is being assigned to you in as much as you're getting his points. In terms of points, we could give her, like, I don't know, Nikki or something like that. Because I don't think me getting Jeff is that unfair considering he's only got 5 points for this season. And who knows, he may end up not being on my team after the draft, but
hang on. He said, I already had extra people, and now you're giving me 2, so you're just going to make the roster even more uneven in my favor in terms of numbers of superstars.
Except, again, none of them are actually being added to your roster because, as you pointed out, because as I said, Dean isn't back. I'm just giving you his points because the agreement was if he came back, you were going to get him. So his points should go to you per that agreement. Jericho, as you pointed out, we don't know if he's coming back. We just know he's going to be in that one match. And the agreement was always that, you made Jericho active. The agreement was always that if Jericho came back, you were going to get him anyway. That's why they both go to you, because that was the agreement.
Fair.
But they're not actually going to be on your roster because we don't know. Well, because Dean is still injured and we don't know if Jericho's back. The only one that's going to really go on the active roster would be Jeff Hardy because we know he's back.
Okay.
That's why I was just asking, would it be okay if I just took Jeff Hardy because I would kind of like him on my team, on my roster? Like, again, I don't know if I'm going to have him because he could just be, well, you guys could draft him. But And I figured he's not a huge impact this season because he's only 5 points, so I didn't think it was that big a deal. But I don't know. What do you think?
Like I said, as long as whatever points we're manually assigning are generally even, in the neighborhood of evenness.
Well, maybe between me and her, you don't care. You don't matter.
Yeah, me doesn't matter. Anyway. Fuck between you and her anyway.
Okay, and then so you might want to throw into the roster since I assume you're using that to determine the full totals, correct? That the main roster.
Well, yeah, that's what it's calculating from.
Okay, so while we're thinking about this, put Tyler Bate, Kenneth Johnson, and Jonathan Pierce up there and assign them since we already decided that. And then I'll think about what we're going to give Tiff to even out the Jeff Hardy thing. It's going to be uneven no matter what because we have no one else that has 5 points. So, I'd have to give her more points. I'd be saying, give her R-Truth. I suppose he's the next lowest scorer there. And I'm assuming since he actually wrestled, he's probably back, so you could probably put him on the active list. Since he was actually in the match, I assume that means he's medically cleared and thus is back.
Mm-hmm.
And you can put Mike Kanellis back on the active list. But he's not assigned yet. So you can assign Truth to her, I suppose.
Okay.
And then you can, for the time being, put Tyler Bate, Johnson, and Pierce
Okay,
up on the list.
so that's 11, and then I have between these two 8 and 12. That's 13. So that's not bad. And then you were going to get Jeff Hardy, which is 5.
Yeah. Like I said, no matter what we do, it's going to be uneven. So I'm willing to take the hit just to get Jeff Hardy.
Okay. Now what?
Tyler Bate, Kenneth Johnson, Jonathan Pierce, add them. For the sake of totals. And you can delete them after we're done with this. Because obviously, or not delete them, but put them down at the bottom just in case they show up
Well, I'm
again.
gonna say once they're drafted, I can separate them out and note what they are and just put their totals below the other totals and add them up rather than that.
Yeah. You can just put them as active and just not put them on a roster. That's what you could do. So if they ever show up, then we can assign them to rosters.
I could, but I had to take them out because I had to go on a roster first in order to count the totals.
Well, I'm talking about afterwards. After we're done, you can take them off the rosters but leave them active.
All right, fine.
Hell, at this point, you might as well just put everybody on the roster, and then that way, when you draft them, you don't have to do it since you're in the adding to the roster mode right now.
Right.
And then you can afterwards, like, deactivate Bree and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows when we're going to see The Undertaker again.
The greatest Royal Rumble in a casket match.
Well, aside from that. But yeah, fair point. Because of that, I guess he should be on someone's roster.
Okay.
And I'm going to be upset if this draft 100% screws me.
Mm-hmm.
Would all the cruiserweights not technically be Raw?
Technically.
Well, the Tyler Bate's technically NXT, but yeah.
Yeah.
How come Tyler Bate's on there twice?
There's another twice. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ronda is Raw. Pretty much everyone else on there is Raw except for Undertaker, who's The Undertaker.
Yep. I think Bree's SmackDown.
Bree is currently unemployed. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm going to call her SmackDown because I feel like it.
Does that mean you're going to make Nikki also SmackDown since they come as a pair?
If she were on the roster, I would.
She is. She's got 27 points.
She's already SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
All right, so Tyler Bate, Kenneth Johnson, Jonathan Pierce. Assign them.
Hang on. And then we want to active. Let's see. Daniel Bryan is active. Undertaker can be counted as active.
Yep. Ronda Rousey is active.
Strong and Andrews are pretty much active.
And Buddy Murphy.
And Buddy Murphy.
And Ronda Rousey.
And Ronda Rousey.
I guess technically Steph is active.
Technically. We'll put it in there for now.
Fair.
And that's about it. Okay.
And you can make Tyler Bate, Kenneth Johnson, and Jonathan Pierce active. They just won't be on a roster.
Right. Well, they've got to be on a roster for now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why I'm saying assign them now. You're getting Tyler Bate.
Okay. Okay.
And then take your pick because same amount of points.
I don't care. Which one do you want?
I don't care. Just give me one.
Just pick one.
Well, give me Kenneth Johnson, I guess.
Okay. Cool.
You're not going to give Tyler Bate a show, huh?
I don't really care.
All right.
Now, what do we do with the rest of these people?
Go set up a draft, my friend. That's the only quote-unquote fair way to do this. Unless you have a better idea.
I don't, but the problem is, based on people not assigned, there's 10 people with points that need to be assigned. That's not going to divide evenly by 3.
Okay. So what's the problem here? We still need the points assigned. We're assigning points here. We're not assigning superstars, Jim. A lot of the superstars are going to be removed. Like Brie Bella is going to be removed. Nikki Bella is going to be removed. Kenneth Johnson, Jonathan Pierce, Tyler Bate, they're all going to be removed. Stephanie McMahon is going to be removed. Maybe. Actually, no, she should probably stay because they're continuing with that feud, aren't they? You know, Ambrose is going to be removed. Jericho, more than likely removed. So the rosters themselves are going to even out.
I'm not concerned about the number of people on the rosters. I'm concerned that because there are any number of people, then some people are going to have the opportunity to get more points than others by the superstars they are getting for the time being.
Yeah, but we can't avoid that by the numbers. So, and there's too many points to just not do it, in my opinion. So I think we're just going to have to accept the fact that someone's going to get screwed in points. And I think that someone is going to be determined by the draft order.
Which is the thing, how do we fairly determine a draft order?
Well, the only way I can think to do it, and I mean no offense, I really don't, make you the last draft pick, so therefore you end up with the least amount of people. Because let's be honest, your score doesn't really matter because there isn't going to be enough here to make a difference to your score.
True.
Because the last thing you want to do is, like, say, make Tiff the last draft order and screw her out of potential points that could put her over.
Right, then how do we decide which of you drafts first?
One of two ways. Either you could say me being in the lead gets to draft first, or you could coin flip. Because I could potentially say, you know, high scorer's prerogative, but I don't know if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, saying, like, because it's my lead on the line, I don't know. Because technically in the draft, whoever actually wins gets the first pick, right? If I recall.
It's a good question.
So I believe the winner gets to keep 2 people and gets the first pick in the draft.
Let me see. I think I have all the rules here somewhere. Nope, I deleted the rules.
Good job.
No, they're in the other document. But yes, because I know the last. I'm trying to think how this worked out. Because the last Right, because the person who was in last got to go last because they got the last draft pick, which was uncounterable.
Right.
Yeah, first listeners got to go first. Yeah, that is draft rules. All right. Works for me then, so you can go first.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to sound biased when I said, well, I should go first.
No, you're not wrong, though.
Fair. Excellent. Hopefully this will come out in my favor. Because I'm sick of being second place. I've been second place many times. And I would also like to remind you and the people, and Tiff, when she watches, that I willfully gave up my one winning place to give Tiff the first pick on the initial draft. So technically speaking, I never got my, like, basically technically my rewards for being first place aside from keeping people. I never got my, like, draft rewards. So just throwing that out there that I did that of my own volition. I volunteered.
Okay.
Yep. Ever since then, I've been nothing but second place, and I kind of fucking hate it, to be honest. So I got my fingers crossed. What show do we have Cena on?
Let's see here. This is being very dumb for no reason. I guess we can't just do that anymore. All right, well, fuck it. We're just going to do this then.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty. Let's turn this off for a second.
Yes, boss.
Let's go over to this. So as mentioned, there are 10 people on the wheel.
There are 10 people on the wheel.
Which means, by the way, by putting yourself first, you also handed yourself the extra person.
Did I? 3-9. Oh, I guess. Oh.
Hello?
Hello. Oh, wait. If that's the case, maybe you should get the first pick.
Sorry, my headset cut out. I couldn't hear anything.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Saying if that's the case, maybe you should get the first pick.
I feel like that might be a good idea.
I'll get the second pick, I guess. So Tiff does get the last pick. Fair enough.
Okay. Okay, here goes everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me just go over here a second. So, off the bat. Okay, let's say. I want to go over here. So, the first pick, which is going to go to me, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
If we have decided this accurately.
Yeah, to keep it even between me and Tiff, we kind of have to.
Mm-hmm. And I get my Canellis. That sucks. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Someone had to get him.
They did. Let's copy team name. Where is Mike Canellis? He's up here. Paste. It's 11 points to me. All right. You're up next.
Yep.
Spinning the wheel. Dana
Yes! 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 Yes!
Paste.
If anyone takes him during the draft, I will be pissed.
We'll see.
Don't you touch my hometown hero. Fuck you.
Pick for Tiff. It's Ronda Rousey.
Damn! How does she get all the good females? I know where one of my draft picks is probably going to.
All right. There we go.
Unless she picks to keep her.
Back around to me. Wait, why didn't it take Daniel Bryan off?
I have no idea, but it
Oh,
should.
it's not eliminating people. God damn it. Unless it's not eliminating people. Okay. Well, that's okay. I'll just eliminate the manual. Eliminate Ronda, eliminate Daniel, and eliminate Mike Canellis. Now, how do I tell it to...
Advanced options, maybe?
It's in somewhere. Hang on.
Try the advanced options.
Remove choice after landed on. There we go.
Okay.
Huh.
Apply
And
wheel changes.
Yes. Okay. There we go.
Your
Wheels
pick.
now updated. So, who are we on again?
You.
Okay, I get a new pick.
Yeah, because you landed on Daniel.
Okay. First pick for me then.
Oh!
Yes, The Undertaker.
Oh!
Dong. Dong.
There.
Wait, why'd I copy your team? I want my team name. Paste. Okay. Next up is you.
Next up is me.
Looking like Buddy
Yes!
Murphy.
Yes!
Okay. Next up is Tiff. Nikki Bella. Boop.
You realize Tiff pretty much doesn't have a chance now, right?
Let's see. Next up will be me.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you. It looks like I get Mark Andrews. All right.
Because I got the two highest point getters of the group.
I am fully aware.
All right.
And
Who do I actually want of who's left? I'll
No, you got an option. Next up is you.
take anyone at this point. Probably Steph.
Brie Bella.
Bree. Okay, so I'm going to get someone who's going to get taken off my roster. Fair enough.
Yep. Copy, Brie, paste. Okay. And that means Tiff. Tiff gets Roderick Strong, and I get Stephanie.
Steph. Wow.
That's fair enough.
Actually, technically speaking, and I probably should have mentioned this before. I didn't even think about it, but you can go ahead and take Steph. I was going to say, technically speaking, should I not get Steph?
How so?
I have Triple H.
Eh. You're a little
But
late
whatever.
now.
That's fine.
You're just a little late now.
That's okay. We're going to have to reorganize the rosters anyway to move people around for tag teams and stuff, like Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy's going to have to be on the same roster. So I don't know. I could give you maybe like Bray for Steph, or the other way. I can give you Triple H for Matt or something. I don't know.
Okay. So now that we've put all these people together,
Now you can go back to the other window.
well, now I'm going to do a quick. First, I want to put these people back into the order here, so he's back in the, or just the smallest order.
So is Buddy Murphy actually going to stay on a roster then?
He should. I think he's an active 205 Live competitor now.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
I think he'll show up again, so I think he'll stay. All right,
Sure.
all righty. So with that, let's do a data refresh, and then we're going to go over to here and see where we're at. All right, so the plays are just not changed, so I'm okay with that.
Can I see it?
I guess if you really want to.
Ah, that's your face. Okay.
So you're now in the lead at 83-42.
Holy shit!
You got the two people that had the most points.
What happened to the other two people? Were they split between you two?
What do you mean other two people?
Because there was 4 people who had over 100 points.
Yeah.
Well, they must have got split between you two. Otherwise, she would have been. I expected her to be a lot closer. Oh well.
I think there were only 3.
Either way, I have 83-42. She has 81-53. You have 65-97.
Yep.
We can go to the full roster and we can take a look at that. It won't be that hard to look at. Just
Yeah. Well, she got Ronda Rousey, who has 107.
right.
We know that you got both Ronda
Buddy Murphy, and Buddy Murphy and Daniel Bryan.
Right, and I got
you got Roderick. Okay.
I got Roderick Strong.
That's why.
That's how that happened.
Fair enough.
So
I was hoping those would be split between us. For the 4 people that 100, but as luck would have it, you ended up with one of them, so that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
All right, type it up, my friend.
Yes. So I'm very okay with this because I now have the entire casket match.
For now.
Oh, there we go. Let's scroll it on over here.
Yep. And then we can do roster maintenance after we go off the air.
Yep.
Yes, this draft is going to be interesting.
Every draft is interesting. That's the point of a draft. So there we have it. So finally, your winner for this season is the Balor Club Worldwide at 83-24. In second is the Blissful Ride of Justice at 81-53. And way back in third is the Certified Woken Beast Slayer at 65-97.
I think this is the closest season we've had to date.
Might be.
In terms of first and second, anyway.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad for you, man.
Yeah.
After February, you just got the big old shaft.
Well, that's what happened. 3 or 4 of my dudes got injured. Enzo got fired.
Yeah.
Just a bad luck roster, unfortunately.
Dean's injury got worse.
Yeah, Dean never came back. Freaking Enzo got fired. Freaking Alicia Fox got injured. Not that would have affected much.
Yeah.
The Bludgeon Brothers were off TV for the majority of the season.
Yep. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to put Alicia Fox back on the active roster because she's back.
She's still on it. She's on mine. We didn't take her off.
Okay, yeah, because she was backstage, I think, during the Battle Royal.
Yep.
Like at WrestleMania,
Fair.
I think she was actually there. So.
Okay. And then Jack Gallagher got left with nothing to do because his partner got his face broken.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Kendrick is injured.
I
Jesus.
haven't even seen Kendrick since then.
I
Samoa
think-
Joe has been out until, now he's
Now.
apparently okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he broke his foot.
Yeah. So I just, my roster just got fucking dissected.
Yeah. That sucks, dude.
The only reason I'm even where I am is because of Seth Rollins.
And Matt Hardy.
And Matt Hardy did okay. I mean, Matt Hardy's only got 368 points. If anything, it's Seth Rollins at the bar.
Yeah. Seth owns the bar, Matt Hardy, and Bailey. Bailey has like 333. That's respectable.
339. That's not terrible.
Yeah, you have some good things. And Pork Laser. Let's not forget about your Universal Champion racking you up all those title points.
Yes, 242 is. Whoa!
The fuck did you just do?
Hit a wrong button. I'm okay.
Idiot. Oh, you have Hawkins?
Yes, I have Kurt Hawkins.
I thought I had Hawkins. Okay, fair
No,
enough.
I have Kurt Hawkins.
All right. Well, that was whatever season this was of the
Season 6. Pay attention.
Season 6 of the Fantasy Log.
Yep.
Season 7 begins tomorrow with the draft and the news, so don't touch that dial.
Wait, are we going to do those in one video or two?
Two.
Cool. Sounds good.
Because what I expect to happen is we do the draft and then Tiff will go to bed. That's my expectation.
That's fair. We can do that. Alrighty. In that case, we will see you folks tomorrow night. We will set up Season 7, and we will go from there. Thank you for joining us for this season.
And for Tiff.
And for Tiff. Could not be here for the end of this. Thank you for being here. And we'll see if Season 7 is as much a highlight. As a reminder, that season will run from this past week's Monday Night Raw, the fallout from Mania, through SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
We will see you then, folks. Peace.
Looks like I'm too tough for you.
That's what I did when I started this. What to hear? Not again.
I am a Celtic warrior,
That'll work.
the champ.